Be safe.
Actually, he flips the conversation. He goes, I've noticed a little thing. It's your new bread.
What?
Nothing.
No matter what happens, I want you all to stay together, and I want you to do what you need to do to get out of here. Don't worry about me. Help as you can if you can. But mostly worry about yourselves, okay?
I'm not leaving you alone. You can do this.
If anything happens, I want to know that you will be okay.
I'll be safe.
conversation. He goes, I've noticed a little thing between you and Brett.
What?
Nothing.
No matter what happens, I want you all to stay together, and I want you to do what you need to do to get out of here. Don't worry about me. Help as you can if you can. But mostly worry about yourselves, okay?
I'm not leaving you alone. You can do this.
If anything happens, I want to know that you will be okay.
I'll be safe.
Actually, he flips the conversation. He goes, I've noticed a little thing between you and Brett.
What?
Nothing.
No matter what happens, I want you all to stay together, and I want you to do what you need to do to get out of here. Don't worry about me. Help as you can if you can. But mostly worry about yourselves, okay?
I'm not leaving you alone. You can do this.
If anything happens, I want to know that you will be okay.
I'll be safe.
Alrighty then. Well, I hope everyone had a fun and eventful break in 4th of July. Safe for most part. The only casualty on my end was a downed transformer. Alright. Everyone have a good break and weekends and the whole nine. Alright. Well, let's get back to the regular anxiety-driven portions of our lives. And start with a recap since it's been a while. I have added a touch screen to my list of screens now, so I'm trying to make this work. I am learning quickly. This was a mistake. All right. After you all had finished with your dealings up in Ixia, meeting with Kazariak, and in the morning him taking you to District 8, to the seemingly abandoned port and port town, you guys all boarded the green and gold ship. There you met Ganymede Gregorios, an interesting person that Richa had interactions with what seems like half a lifetime ago, where some of you didn't even remember even meeting him at all. But here, between him and Kazariak and the other portions of the crew, you guys quietly slipped off the dock and into the waters, and once far enough away to where the town was but mere small blips along the sight line on the horizon, you guys started to vie for positions upon the ship. With Rashi wholly being the only person to take port in the gunnery mate position, the rest of you, with your talents and skills, decided to go into their respective locations. And the journey was on. Quickly coming across a sunken ship in which Richa and Amric went ahead, and I'm surprised Nori wasn't the first one down there, but Richa and Amric, being the curious cases that they are, decided to hop in the water and check it out. Not finding a whole lot, but a little bit of gold. Taking calculated risks and being very aware of their situations, they didn't stay too long before returning back to the ship. You guys continued on with your journey, and that inevitable time finally came, as after you guys passed the border between Ixia and Cydia, it was time for plane shifting. With Kaporin being in the navigation seat with one of the other navigators of the ship, you guys took your first jump and landed in the plane of Earth. Cascading through a geode-like subterranean situation, you guys narrowly avoided collapsing and shattering upon the different crystals that were around you on multiple occasions. But eventually, your navigators were able to find another portal and slipped through. Fortunately, this landed you directly onto the abyssal plane. Here, you guys almost immediately got connected with a gigantic Titanic-like creature that rose from the ocean that you guys, the ocean of black fabric that you guys were currently sailing on. You immediately turned tail with all the guns firing as fast and as accurately as possible. Luckily, enough staggering was happened to the creature that you guys were able to quickly get away from it and outpace it, using this seemingly quieter location as a way to do most of your traveling. Navigators once again working up a path to success and eventually getting you guys back onto the prime material plane, though you overshot a little bit. As you guys started moving closer to the coast, you realized you weren't too far off, and this area looked familiar as a jagged rock with an impaled front half of a ship jutted out from the water, and you knew this was the infamous infernal ship that you guys dealt with not too long ago that Qatar has a direct link to. Skirting this with as much grace as possible, and getting closer to the coast in a diagonal fashion as to not pull up directly underneath Qatar's house, you guys offloaded with water gravity defying horses and rode onto the lands and eventually to Kember, with Kazariak saying that they are going to go north to the port that they had originally aimed for, and to meet them there as they are going to start trying to gather some information. So, as the group rode into Kember, the packed nature that you guys had originally left Kember seems to have tripled in the fact that there is now a Duragar wedding that is getting implanted on top of this. But this was the first time that you guys were allowed access down to the 6th disc. Down here, it was a celebration to be had, as this disc is primarily used for celebrations. Tents, casks, bars, food on every and all tables, a legitimate smorgasbord of everything that you would envision at a party, including the drinking dwarves. It was almost immediately here, though, as Rashi was trying to find her way to her mother, that you guys were stopped and questioned by not a Duragar, but another dwarf, Polly Shlemazel. There, he was able to see Rashi and guide your guys' group over to the Table of Honor, where Hakus, Balar, and Ame all resided. Once there, Rashi and Ame embraced, and Balar, with a stern but grateful look upon a few members of the party, welcomed you all to a table not too far off, as you guys probably didn't know too many other people. And you guys started to enjoy the festivities. And enjoy you did, with many a drink being had, many a food being eaten, Nori subconsciously dying inside from all the meat, and Richa luckily becoming more accustomed to what the smell of cooked chicken smells like, and avoiding the entire southwestern corner of the disc, as that seems to be the chicken section. But nevertheless, you guys had fun with all 4 receptions, with Amric being, I believe it was Amric that persevered the longest into the victory reception, before eventually having to bow away. And what'd you lose? With arm wrestle? Yes. Unfortunately, I mean, if you were to lose against anyone, Hakus is the best person to lose against, as he ended up even defeating Belar and taking the crown, which I forgot to tell you all was a beer hat. So, a beer hat with a sippy straw. Nevertheless, which he used to quite extent from there on. You all imbibed and had fun, enjoying the revelry. Rashi eventually came to you all and said that with everything that's happened, and especially the place that you guys just came from, she had been talking to her mother and decided that she's going to go on to the same locations that her parents are going to be going to, possibly a few blocks down the road, though, just to keep things safe. But she's definitely in the need for some rest and relaxation for a bit. And she wants to enjoy her new family. So with this, you all said goodbye to her. Not for good, just for now. And filling the void, another native dwarvish and underdwarvish speaking Polly started tagging along with the group as you guys started to make plans for what was to happen next. you guys offered, and Polly accepted the spot in the group, and you guys decided. Well, Polly stopped and said that he needed to check in on his dear friend Bill and make sure everything was in order there before you guys left in the morning. But you all went back to the Fluffy Pegasus as Polly, who was staying with Ame and Balar, didn't have that luxury of staying there tonight, nor probably didn't want to, and had a room at the Fluffy Pegasus. Well, I mean, that's what we can call the Hammerhand homestead right now. The Fluffy Pegasus, and you all went to bed. This is where we return. The next morning at the Fluffy Pegasus. The day is yours. Yes, talking with the proprietors of the Fluffy Pegasus themselves, you let them know that you need to see Bill in the morning. They say, okay, and by the time that you're up and you go downstairs, Bill is already dressed, rest, and saddled outside. Yeah. Well, at least not from that one drink. Rachaw's up in the corner. No one sees him yet. You see these still BDSM wearing bird who had created a small nest up in the rafters, holding his blowgun, just aiming ever so intently at Kaporin's like left jugular.
Oh yes, I think Horn looks immediately for the fish, and goes over to starts collecting some. He's like, "I'm sure he would like this later."
As
Can
soon
I
as
fish off the
Emmerich sits
rafters
down,
to try and steal one off of his plate?
as soon as Emmerich sits down, I'll slide a mug of beer over.
Do you have fishing gear, Rachaw?
It depends on if I ever took some off of what's her name's boat, the fisher boat.
That depends if you did or not.
I think you said you had a line and a fishing line or something because you caught fish for the day.
Yeah, you were sitting.
I have at least the hook from going through the whole dream plane.
Yeah, you
but
make it work.
there we go. All right.
So go ahead and roll a
Just said-
dex check.
Like to imagine Nori and Bryn come down as he's like slowly trying to fish for dead fish.
Almost seemingly as if the fish decided to have a mind of its own. Kapora not noticing, definitely not noticing. But as Bryn and Nori start to come down the stairs, he goes, "Hey guys!" And behind him there's just a fish just levitating into the air and just disappears into the darkness of the rafters.
morning, everyone. I think we're just missing Rachel at this point. Although I'm sure he's around here somewhere.
Not missing,
Kind of
just unseen.
Yeah, Nori just points up.
I'll look up and wink at Racha.
Just a thumbs up back down to Polly. He's not exactly hiding.
Bryn just never looks for Racha anymore. She's like, he's around here somewhere. I'm not even gonna try.
Warren's so blinded about like, what are you guys looking at?
Just small fish bones keep pecking the top of his head.
Who the hell is throwing fish at me?
Oh, your perception's so low you don't even notice.
You don't even notice the fish bones? Wonderful,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's, getting,
fish him.
it's just getting stuck in your hair, so it's not like actually like hitting you. It's just getting.
Still all fluffed up and moosed from the night before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys never went to a bath or a shower or anything, so it's like the day after you have product in your hair, and you've gone to sleep, and your hair's just like, oh, I'm deciding to defy gravity today.
And I'll be shooting the fish bones out of my dart gun
I guess it
into your hair just to like get them stuck in there.
Make a performance check.
Gonna shoot one in the back of my neck.
No, he makes a small picture, a crude picture of a bird out of the fish bones. His signature. There's Z for Zorro, and then there's bird for Racha.
Wonderful. Warren doesn't even know it's there. Well, we're all down here now. After breakfast we can get going, I presume, if that's our plan, Bryn?
I think so. Polly, you have a horse, right?
I have a pony, yes. And where are we going?
That's
On
a
a
good
ship?
question. The coast.
Coast
Um,
on a ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We have to
Um,
contact someone to figure out exactly where to meet them.
Okay.
And then,
Should I do this now?
didn't we leave our horses here when we went off
Your
last time?
summoned horses?
No, the horse, so,
No,
Our
you-
horses.
You went to the
preferably
port. Remember, you guys went to the port, and then you
Yeah.
had your horses go with them to you guys, because they took your horses to the actual town that they're from. Because the port is just a port. Like, there's
Yeah.
no town connected to it. So you guys basically left your horses with them, and they took your horses to their town.
Okay, so it's not in Kember.
No, you're
Okay,
5 days north.
gotcha. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was to Kember or somewhere else, I guess. Okay, never mind then.
Or need to send a letter to Silver later. Is like, hope you're doing well.
That would be expensive if you had left them in Kember. Be like, all that money you got, you hand it over.
Yeah, I guess we should, or at least someone who can, should message them and talk about Rashi leaving, but Polly coming on. I guess then Bill.
You have 25 words to do that. The porn is not coming up with these sentences himself this time.
Rashi decided to stay with her parents.
Oh, by the way, sorry, I'm cutting you off. Polly, go ahead and in your inventory for your components, you could put in a Starburst pendant worth 100 gold. It's the component needed for the Dawn spell. She would have handed it over before leaving. Alright, Nori, go ahead.
This is just me spitballing, don't necessarily use mine. Rashi decided to leave with her parents But we found a friend. Can we bring him along instead? He also has a pony. I don't know.
I think you can leave the I don't know out of that.
That was a me addition rather than the note itself.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I have a friend that does that, and he lots more than 25 words. I tell you. Whew.
And we'll send the message if that's the case.
Saying everything that Nori said.
Yes, and if it's not 25 words, then the porn is just continuing to repeat everything she says after that until it's hit 25 words. So
It's like 4 words out of like the beginning of the sentence, so it sounds like it's going to be a new sentence, but then it just ends. Who are you sending this to?
Zaryak.
Doesn't work. You waste a spell. Transmere, baby.
All right.
No scrying and no talking.
I guess the navigator, because Kaporan technically would have spent the most time with him.
Okay.
Then you might want to specify that Rashi was the half elf we were with, because they might not know her name. The half elf with the blue hair.
The blue hair girl is not with us no more.
That would be Reuben. The navigator. Reuben's son. Okay, so you tell him all those things. You get... Well, why the fuck are you telling me? Alright. Ganymede! Can they bring a pony? I don't fucking know why they want to... And then it just ends. Doing magic to a non-magical person.
You know, I don't have many options off of Kaporan not barely remembering anyone, and so
Mainly Kapoor
What we
not
got,
being
guys?
there for pretty much the entire ship, right?
We spent several days on that ship.
Several days. Neither here nor there. Got it.
Maybe talk to Ganymede, Gregorius, the other ship captain, if it's not working with the other.
Kaporan just like, 3 times the charm, and does it again.
You should always just burn 2 sendings to random people just to be like, whatever, so that way it's always 3rd time. Alright, so what are you telling? You're speaking again, Mead.
Ganymede, Rashi's staying here. Blue-haired girl. Can we bring out Pony? Where should we meet you?
Friend. You
And a
forgot
friend.
about Polly.
You got
You
6
assume we're
words.
bringing someone up. Also picked up another friend. Travel. Oh, that's so.
Right. The weight restrictions still exist for Pony, but we can take them. Hopefully they can breathe underwater. Because there's only one place on the ship that would be large enough to fit them.
I could cast it as a ritual every day. No spell slot required.
Give Rachah like 12 hours. He's got a pen up in the Kenku's nest.
A balcony now? But that's what you get back.
Kaporan's gonna release, and did he say where to meet them?
Well, the more straight-headed in your group would remember where to go.
Or thinking of this. Oh yeah, maybe I remember somehow.
Polly, for Bill's sake, the weight requirement was 75 pounds, other than yourself.
Other than
So
that, might be
the actual
hard
restriction
to do.
is you, and like if you're attuned to any items, they don't count against your weight.
Wait,
But-
the attuned items don't count?
Yeah,
Well, shit. Okay.
they didn't tell you this to begin with because they wanted to make sure you guys were all underweight. But yeah, so the attuned items on your person won't count against your weight. And then for the horse, things like the saddle and such, or pony, saddle, and anything they're technically wearing wouldn't go against them, but anything in their saddle bags or something, that would.
That
She's like, oh, yeah.
might be a problem, but I'm sure we'll work it out. It'll be fine, I guess.
I
We'll
mean,
just throw it in the body bag.
don't call it a body
just-
bag.
Nori, we all know it's a body bag. You fit in
Yeah.
it perfectly.
I love that everybody thinks that Nori's is a body bag when we've literally had a body in mine.
That's why I'm laughing so hard.
Well, the best part about the body bag with Nori is that it doesn't even need to be an extra dimensional space. Nori could just fit in the bag.
Like it rolls up to a reasonable size, but when it's rolled out, it's as tall as I am.
Which is the perfect reason for Bryn to start carrying around in the bag like a little chihuahua.
It would suffocate.
No, just your head sticking out.
So this
It's like
bag,
a weird burrito.
can it fit those? And he kind of thumbs over to the wall where two 5 foot tall, 3 foot wide shields are sitting.
You guys see something that's familiar, funny enough. Though much more scaled down from when you saw the fire giant wielding them. But these two 5 foot tall, 3 foot wide, and about a foot thick iron shields with barbed front spiked ends with an intricate pattern that runs through them like a plinko machine. There is no molten lava running through these cracks, but they stand there looking just as ominous as when you saw the fire giant wielding them, just not as glowing.
Where on
Bundled over
earth
to
did you get
finger to it.
those?
Well, I was traveling with another party, and funny enough, we found them in an ice river. It's a big long thing. Saved everybody. It was amazing. When it comes to water, I can control it like that. It's great. But yeah, we got these, and I kind of got them by default because I'm the only one that can carry them.
Looking at them right now, you can see the wood that's because the floor of the Fluffy Pegasus is made out of wood, though stone is the disc. You can see the wood, just with them just laying there, are starting to pull at the nails on either end of where the board sits along the edge of the wall. Probably
So
another
how
good
much-
30 minutes, and they're gonna bust through the floor.
So how much do they weigh exactly?
Only 25 pounds apiece. They're pretty light.
I don't think one can even carry something 25 pounds on his own.
I guess we can put it in the bag. It's weird because we've seen something like this, but bigger.
Technically, Rachel could just carry them if we wanted. I still have that carrying capacity.
They are 5 feet tall.
It'll fit in
Like
the
a
body
bird with
bag.
a sled. I'm just imagining Rachel using a sled.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if they fit, that'd be great. I've got a few other things that could. I mean, if you wouldn't mind, I could put in there. Uh, just to make it a little bit lighter. I've got a lot of stuff.
I
Yeah.
understand that.
I mean, I'm sure my cask is going in there because that doesn't go very far from me. But yeah, those are the big things I think.
Well, the bag should be pretty much empty, so.
Yeah, Nari will just kind of take out the bag and just feel free.
Who's putting them in?
Perfect. I'll put them in.
Okay, give me a dexterity check. As they are decently sized, spiky things going into.
I mean, would Bryn or Amrith be able to help him?
Yeah, I feel like we'd be trying to help because that's
Yeah,
insane.
'cause one person would be holding the bag and one person would be putting them in. So, one person can help.
Yeah, I'll help them since they're a little big and bulky.
Great first roll, though, Polly.
Welcome to Monday.
Totally on brand.
Ollie rolled the best score in the morning this session and the worst one currently.
Am I? I know, right? Am I rolling with advantage? Is that what's happening?
Oh no, I'm waiting for Bryn or Amric to roll.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I can do it. Wonderful.
Arm moves away from all this, by the way.
Unfortunately, Nori is probably standing too close.
I'm not mean and going to destroy your bag of holding like the second
Thank
day
you.
after having it.
Yeah, I was gonna be really sad.
But
I mean, I could just carry him and then we can try later.
as Polly's like trying to like shift it in, Bryn's decently tall and she's not really holding it too low. Like for Polly to really be able to see and get it in just right. So he tries to like put it in gently and then start to slide it. But at the same time, like Bryn, like something in your back kind of spasms and you lift up on accident, just sending the fucking shield kind of flipping, and Polly just sits there like, oh shit. Polly, you're gonna take 4 points of bludgeoning and 6 of piercing.
That's so on brand for this group.
As the shield just flips and just you like get your head down just in time, but like your shoulders take a couple of the spikes off the front end, and then your head just impacts with the bottom part of the shield.
Nope,
shit.
nope. Stop there. Let's just do this later, please.
Yeah, Bryn will lift that off of it. Or whatever, help him get him up.
Prickly individual.
That did not go well.
Yeah, I've been on the receiving end of one of those. Not fun.
Polly, hold still. Let me help you with that.
What are you doing?
Healing word. Wanted to healing your wounds.
What do you say?
Oh, presto? It's still early in the morning.
Your old bard was way better, Polly.
Are you sure about that?
Not,
When it came to healing, yeah. Everything else, no. Alright. But with the loud impact and noise, all of a sudden a pony head sticks through the double doors of the Fluffy Pegasus as Bill's just checking in on you. And then as he sees that you're okay, he kind of just like turns and stops, sees a mug of ale currently next to the patron who's like just standing there at the door like, why the fuck is there a pony here? And Bill just kind of puts his head over right in front of this Durgar's face, and the Durgar's just like, and then Bill's long ass tongue just goes, and like with one slurp sucks all the alcohol out of the cup.
that is our cue to leave. He does not get more than one of those a day.
Yeah, as a druid, I feel like I should say that's inadvisable. That's inadvisable. You know what? Let's just get the shields in the damn bag and let's go.
I mean, don't act like I make him do that. He just does it on his own.
Oh no, I wasn't lecturing you at all. I just have not seen a pony do that. Interesting.
Well, that's why I keep my cask on my person at all times.
Howdy-ho then.
Alright, so you guys leaving the Fluffy Pegasus, leaving Kemper altogether?
Yes.
I will send to Hawkus and thank him and say goodbye. And then I'll send to my mom and let her know where I'm going, kind of.
Roger that.
We could have met your mother, is that what we're hearing?
No, she's not even close to here.
He's just someone that actually checks in with their family.
Awkward. I think we all have family issues here except for...
Must be nice to have sending spells.
Emmerich doesn't have family to have issues with, unfortunately.
Excuse you.
I don't think you can contact Arx. We've tried and it hasn't worked. Highly doubt we could contact Valek. Brian has yet to meet Avita, and I don't think you could contact her either.
Never tried to do tat-tat or anybody, but that's here nor there.
Are you all having this conversation out loud?
No,
No, I don't think so. No, I wouldn't have said Valek or Arx out loud while in public.
Okay.
Rajah can't actually speak.
Alright, so going outside, Bill has already... Well, there's a couple mugs underneath Bill. As reception parties doesn't seem to have completely died out from the night before and have migrated into different discs.
This is a remarkably intelligent pony. I will
He's
give
pretty
him
great.
that.
Come on, buddy. We gotta get you out of here. We gotta work some of this off. We don't want you to get fat. And I will alight onto Bill.
Alright.
Bill, everyone, Bill.
Bill?
Bill does
Alright,
not respond.
She wasn't expecting him to.
With druids, I feel like I have to say something. But nevertheless,
No.
you guys heading out of Kemper? All right.
And once we're a decent way out, I'll cast Conjure Animals however many times we need to do it.
Okay. Well, you guys are going to the port town. You guys aren't actually going to just the coast now, so you're looking at a few days of travel. So,
I won't burn all my spells, but I'll burn some.
enough to make it nominal, I would say. There's... What level spell is it again?
It is a 3rd level.
Okay, so 3 of them would be enough to get you a full day's worth of good travel.
I can do that.
Alright. Who wants to roll for travel?
Is that even a question?
Alright, Amric, a D10.
Polly, you're up for the, no. This is our buddy Polly's initiation.
Oh, we're making an initiation, then roll a D20. I got a different
Okay.
to bring up.
I don't think you're gonna like this.
Polly's cursed too.
Middle of the road, it's perfectly acceptable.
As long as we're not going towards the beach, like we...
You guys are
A portal opens up and just we fall through.
We end up in Katara's living room.
Damn it!
Yeah, you guys went south instead of north. Alright, so as you guys are traveling, getting about the third hour of travel in, you've been casting and then walking, casting and walking, trying to make the most out of your travel day as possible. The ungodly thunder and rainstorm smashes into you guys as you're moving closer and closer towards the coast, not going directly to the coast in the north, but kind of going at a diagonal to, you know, quickest way between 2 points is a straight line type of thing. But you guys only make, so it's with horses every day. It would have been a 3-day journey to get to that port town. It takes you 5. This storm does not let up.
If I max out my casting, like go all the way to 4th level, can I shorten that by a day?
No, this is more of just, it slows you down just from sheer not being able to see too far out. And you guys don't want to, you guys aren't in the Bloodgood lands, but not too far off where an incursion isn't unheard of. So it's best to be able to, you pick the points in the day to travel where you can see the most. And then when it just becomes a complete white wall, you're like, okay, we need to stop. But after about 5 days, you eventually get to the port town. You see the ship off. It's not connected to the actual port itself, like the fishing vessels that you guys took to get to the Bloodgood lands. This one is anchored off in deeper water. But interesting enough, even though it's anchored, it's got full sails out, as if something were to happen, they're pulling anchor and they are fucking getting. I'm sure, though, with the delay of you guys would probably send a spell out here to tell them, hey, we're being delayed because of this shitstorm. And they would understand because they've also getting hit by this storm as well. But as you guys pull up to the town, fishing vessels are now moving out as they've been pretty much grounded for this entire storm. This port being the busiest that you've ever seen it because of the said thunderstorm. But as you guys approach and ride in, with the summoned horses disappearing, but only Bill being left, you guys notice that no one is really paying attention to you. Everyone's just so keen to get back out on the water. With the storm lasting so long, probably reserves and stores have been all depleted. And so they're in just as much hurry to get off the port and everything as you guys are.
Did I get there's a piece nearby thing, or are we still too far out for that?
You're still too far out. He knows you're there. You don't know he's there. You get the idea, he's probably on the ship. But approaching first, you guys see one of the gunner's mate, the mast mate, Bryn, that you worked with, and the ballast mate. They're currently on the pier itself. They're just chilling, waiting for you guys to show up, basically.
Yeah, Bryn would go up to him.
The navigator sees you guys out from the furthest away. Luckily, Kaporin, with the rain and everything, your hair has lost its mousse, and the fish bones have also come out. So you don't look like a bad bird's nest.
In a 5-day-long shower.
Bad bird's nest.
Well, the mousse. I mean, come on. That stuff gets crusty after a couple days. Kaporin's entirely black ensemble would just be dandruff-laden. But he spots you as you guys approach, gets the other two up, and he kind of goes out to meet you all. Well, you all took your time. Guessing the storm slowed you down.
It did. We were hoping to be here
Are you ready
2
to go?
days ago. I think so.
Alright. Turns around, kind of looks, and the ballast mate goes to the end of the pier and starts to pull on a rope, and a small little rowboat gets pulled out from underneath the pier, keeping it safe from being flooded full of rainwater. But you all get in, and then they look at the pony. And they're like, we're gonna have to come back for a second trip.
How far is the boat out from the dock?
Good 1,000 feet or so.
Oh, if
wait
it's
with them.
500.
Would Kaparn have told us that the pony would need to have water breathing on him?
Yeah.
Nori quietly reaches out and pats Bill and casts water breathing on him, just in case.
They'll just leap into the water from there.
Oh wait, if then everyone gets water breathing, it's 10 people, I always forget.
And you get water breathing, and you get... You know what? Fuck it. The ballast mate gets water breathing as well.
We'll put the cloak of the manta ray on Bill, and he can swim over.
Unfortunately, Bill's not a humanoid. Nice try. But taking half of you guys on the first trip, as well as the two other mates that they get back to the ship, unload, and then the ballast mate is actually the one that comes back with the rowboat, taking the rest of you all and Bill back to the ship. You guys, the ones that first get there, you guys get on, not a problem. It's the second group that when you guys get pulled onto the ship, as Bill and Polly get onto the ship, because you guys haven't successfully put the shields away yet.
Oh, I thought we did.
You guys said you were going to, it just never did. The ship all of a sudden, like, as soon as Polly and Bill both get on, it like immediately just and starts tipping to the side. And the ballast mate kind of just like grabs the back of Polly, like weaving his hand between the shields, and like pulls him off the ship, and the ship kind of rights itself back up once more.
Nori does a very long sigh and jumps back down out of the boat and opens up the bag and looks like, just one at a time.
All right, both of you guys give me dexterity checks.
Look, Nori!
For the record, Emmerich has put all of his stuff back into the bag of holding with the addition of 12 mugs.
Aye, aye.
Why does it hate me?
At least it's
That's
not a
two.
1.
Well,
Yep, my save and check are the same thing. I'm not proficient, so.
Okay. Luckily, this one's a little bit better, and you guys are able to get the shields in without a problem. You're getting them out now, Polly.
I'm also going to put my rations in there, my water skin, and a short sword.
Okay.
And that'll bring me down to... You said that what we're wearing doesn't matter?
Yeah.
So that'll bring me below 45 pounds.
Okay. The limit's 75.
Even better.
All right. So with that, everything back into the bag, Polly kind of like reaches out for the ladder on the side of the ship, grabs it, puts all of his weight on, and the ship doesn't move. It's okay. And climbs up and without a problem. Kazariak, you guys had told him that the pony was coming, so he made preparations. Where the rowboat pulls up next to the plane rider ship, all of a sudden there's an opening in the side of the ship. Kazariak, kind of with one hand holding on the inside and him leaning out, he grabs underneath the saddle and just lifts Bill up with one hand and like just pulls him in with him and puts him behind him and then closes the hatch.
He is very strong.
Whistle.
This boat is almost as cool as the one that I came here in.
What boat did you come here in?
I came in a Draken Turtle.
Hey, we
went-
were in that boat before.
Under the water, it was super cool.
So with that, you guys are all on. After Kazariak gets Bill on, he goes up to see you all, ask if you all had fun, and if you know where we're going. Because they rolled shit investigation on their trying to figure out where to go.
It's just like, that's not in my purview.
Is there someone I can call to find out?
I think Bryn knows the most about this.
Who are you gonna call? Bad decisions.
Yeah, it's us.
No, you're not, actually.
So, for a recap, you know it's on a different plane and needed a plane ride to ship to. Oh, there's many components.
You're multiplying!
Hello. I don't know what happened.
I can't remove Kaporan or else he won't be able to. Okay, there we go. Alright. For your notes, Bryn, you know that it's on a different plane. You need a plane ridership to go in. You're not sure of where the port is because the port tends to move. You only know that they harbor at that Bloodgood port. And one of the cliff islands, but you're not sure where. It obviously wasn't the place where Varad is, because Varad says that the pirates do not go there. So you can pretty much knock off the bottom island of the cliffs. And the time you guys spent with Ladash, at least the northern side of that island, he says the pirates do not go. And they don't go anywhere near his village. But there are plenty of other ports south, which is where you guys were planning on going at one point. But then you got sidetracked with the seasickness remedy, went after the Black Adder, destroyed the giant Black Adder that was protecting the forest, went back to the town saying, look, we killed it, and yeah.
We're aware of our mistakes.
Would we have had this conversation about where we're going on the way here?
Within the 5 days, I'm sure.
Okay. Could I use, since I know that now, legend lore to figure it out? Oh, that's a lot. Never mind. Nope, I can't use that.
That's too much text for me to figure out if I can use it.
Oh, it's also 250 gold and 4 ivory strips worth 50 golds each. So no, I can't.
Yeah. And unfortunately, you don't know the pirate port town name either, so.
Yeah, Ross, she buy those components? No, he did. Or did she?
No, she bought the starburst pendant. So, Kazariak, Ganymede, the navigation's mate, the mast mate, and a couple other people who currently aren't involved in a job at the moment are all kind of like semi-circled around, waiting to hear where everyone's going.
Do you know anybody there?
Yes, you do. Well, at least, hopefully.
Because if you know them well enough,
That's
done this before, if you can describe them in detail, I might be able to cast sending and talk to them and see if they know how to get in.
The only person that we may know that information that we might know right now, we don't want to talk to at all, ever again.
I'm not sure who Kaparin's referring to, but
Yeah.
out of character, Bryn knows.
Yeah,
I'm
unfortunately,
sorry.
Bryn hasn't.
I have no idea what we're even talking about right now. I've like been trying
General
to look at stuff.
Rasmussen.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Okay, yeah, sorry.
It's a lot of half-handed talks and skirting the
Yeah.
actual like information because Bryn hasn't been able to say the name to anyone.
You technically couldn't even describe him if that's the case.
Yep.
But so at least in terms of out of character, because Rachad's not going to be in this conversation. He's up in his nest. We've got the Hawkes's port. We've got Pawn, and we've got Ladash. Those are like the three spots that at least I can see are the best options of going forward.
Val, Vinny's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Would I think that he might know?
I mean, that's more of a internal poly question. I mean, if he came into your mind, then he's a possibility.
Absolutely. And we know the place that we're supposed to be going, right? What it's called?
No.
Oh shit. We're just going to this.
We know that we're looking for the anchor and ties.
Well, actually, this actually brings up an interesting point because all of you guys are now sort of in on more information on what the job is because Valik and the commander kind of gave that all to you. But then you all got sucked into the same NDA that Bryn has been. But Polly doesn't know any of this. So it's interesting, Polly, the conversation that you've been having with them trying to get this information out of them. It's like they start to talk and then all of a sudden their mouth keeps going, but no words come out anymore. Or it looks like they have a stroke and they just stop talking as they get to like semi-pertinent information on where they're going, who they're trying to go see, help, bring stuff to. You're not sure why you guys are going there, but you know you need to go there. It's hard to get there, and you don't know how to get there.
Okay.
But
what was his
yes,
name anyway? I totally forgot because I forgot to write it down.
Raimi.
Raimi. I am going to cast Sending to Raimi.
Okay.
Hey man, just wondering, do you know of a port on another plane that you need a plane ship to get to? I know it's been a while. Vinny says hi.
Well, hi, Polly. It's been a while. Glad to know Vinny's okay. I mean, there's a lot of ports, different planes for ships. Are you talking about one that splits planes or a plane in particular?
Hey, you guys nod yes or no. Are we looking for a port that splits planes or a port on another plane?
You can nod and not look like you're having a seizure.
So
Wait,
splits
how do you
planes?
say that?
Okay.
Amric is doing the exact opposite of whatever Bryn's doing.
Rachad's head just spins in circles.
I was gonna
like,
say you're doing an
it's
owl.
Yes and no.
Amric's doing the Macarena.
Okay. Not helpful. Okay, let me try again.
Yeah, Nori will nod, just like, yes, that's what we want.
So, yes and no. Splits and doesn't. We
They just kind of
have
whacked
a
Amric.
ship that might get there, but we need to know where to go. The port shifts and moves. Hope helps.
I think important to draw.
trying to draw, write, giving any pertinent information away is going to immediately cause you to stop or do something erratic to destroy it.
Would I be able to say that Anchors and
You can
Ties is
say
the
the
pirate
anchors
name?
and ties, yes.
Okay. Anchors
Would
and
have said
Ties.
that if I'd have known.
Okay. I mean, I did say it. I think it just got there were multiple people talking, so
Oh, so you're looking for Port Death. Don't ask me. Pirates aren't the smartest of the bunch. 7 miles of the westernmost cliff island. Get ready to fly. Can't miss it.
I relayed that information to the crew and my companions.
It's nice to have a traveling buddy.
Yes, it is.
I love how the place we're looking for is called Port Death. That's just great.
I mean,
Kazariak-
do you expect any less?
Kazariak listening in on this, him and Ganymede kind of just look at each other, roll their eyes, and go to start getting the ship to move. They're rolling their eyes at the name of Port Death rather than you guys. Though, maybe a little bit.
No, I expected.
But the ship starts
Another-
moving as you guys continue talking.
I know they're pilots or they're pirates.
21
I
pirates.
could just pirates. There we go. I know they're pirates, but it could just be trying to scare more people away.
I mean, you can't technically even get to their port in a normal circumstance. I think they're just boasting at that point. Port Death.
Well, I mean, have you ever been on a flying ship before? I mean, if I saw a flying ship, it would probably be falling. So, yeah, that's deadly. I don't know.
We've seen one fall into the ocean. Thank you,
Val,
Denori.
Val, for note's sake, is Polly taking Rashi's gunner's mate position?
Correct.
Okay.
It was my first time using that spell. I didn't know it was that powerful. Get off my back, man.
All right, so you guys are traveling. With the direction that you had been given and the coordinates, Kazariak, Ganymede, and the navigator all kind of coordinate and say that it's probably going to take about. Well, actually, let me triple check from where you guys are currently at.
Did anyone else hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, I got 2 roll 20s open, so when I switch to my DM roll 20, all the rolls kick in. Alright, so from the westmost cliff island, 7 miles west of it, you are looking at a total of 20 days.
We'll have plenty of time to talk and chat and get to know each other.
Bonding time.
All right. So, unfortunately, they're not going to be able to plane ride until they get to the location where they're going to need to, because they need to make sure that they are on the correct path to where they're going. So there is going to be no opportunity to skip forward. Totally read that as bondage montage.
That's what I read as well.
Get your mind out of the gutters, guys.
I just read it real quick, and I just saw Bond and then the G, and I was like, what?
Rickshaw has cursed your minds.
All right. But with that, I need someone to roll a travel check for me. A D10.
I'll roll it. Unless Kaporn, did you want to? I know you're unmuted.
Okay. D10, you said?
Correct.
Each usually show something decent when it happens.
Watch the island show up.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
No, that was back when you guys were rolling D8s, not D10s. Weather stays up. You guys are traveling decently well. Rachel, give me a perception check. As you're up there, you kind of keep in an eye out 360 uninterrupted view of the ocean in all directions. It's about the third day when you see what looks to be a box just floating along the water. About 150, 200 feet off the port side of the ship.
This is the middle of the night.
No, this is day. This is on the third day.
Aye, skipper. Incoming. And I just point over at the box.
Currently, it's Amric that's at the helm.
From my position, can I see the box?
No.
What is it, Rickshaw? What is standard operating procedure for the Crow?
Chaos.
Sounds about right. I flipped the ship
Ooh,
over.
fascinating.
He's just pointing to the left side of the ship. Or out in the water.
Are either of the captains nearby, or am I in total control right now?
No, right now it's all you.
Does it seem like it's a sizable box, or is it like...
It looks, I mean, it's big enough for you to see it from where you're at. So it looks like some of the larger crates that are down in the stores.
And important dimension door it onto the ship.
You need to see it first. You can make a perception check, but you have disadvantage because you're not up 30 feet. There are harpoon guns mounted to the side of the ship as well. But only one of you guys can man those. Now you can't see it,
So-
Gordon.
I still don't understand how.
I will-
Is it,
Disadvantage
Go
take
for
the
it.
lower number.
I will do one of those fancy rope slide down from the place and land next to Polly at some sort of gunner ship and
With
be
his
like,
BDSM outfit on. He stripper poles his way down.
I'm wearing my cape still.
Flows
But
away.
he'll point out like directly at where he was seeing the thing.
As he lands, I immediately put my hand over my pouch, and then okay, and I walk over to the side of the boat and see if I can see what he's pointing at.
Make a perception check.
While he's doing so, I slip. Oh no, I can't do it. Never mind. I was gonna pull out some money, but then I can't pull out the wrong money, so never mind.
You don't see anything that he's pointing at.
I don't get it, man. I don't understand.
Rachel will climb onto the harpoon and go, how does it work?
No.
He
Rachel,
will.
make an intelligence check.
I feel like Richard has worked with guns or something of the
He's
similar.
been shot by guns enough times.
Yes,
To be fair, my next step was going to climb into the ballistas,
Well-
bow, and be ready to fire.
You don't quite get there. Because you did say you had your cape on. And you climbed on top of the gun and started pointing at it. Unfortunately, you press the trigger. And the harpoon catches the bottom of your cape. It being magical, it's not destroyed. But all of a sudden, R2-D2 noises ensue. As this is not the first time you've been catapulted off a ship before.
Bird overboard, and I'll start turning the ship to go pick him up.
Rachel, just go ahead and roll a d4 for me. Okay. As the harpoon goes with the Racha R2-D2 noising being dragged along with it, Racha, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you get slammed into the side of the box and kind of pinned, and you're just like bent like backwards over it.
Is the harpoon actually attached to something?
No, like it unfortunately it hit the cape, so it didn't get to embed anywhere. Actually,
No, I mean like is there a rope on the end of
yeah,
it?
yeah, the rope's attached to the ship.
Can I try to grab it? Oh, it's attached to the ship. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Having heard R2-D2 noises, Dory's gonna go check out what happened. Cause
You're in the ballast.
damn it!
You're with Bill. You're hanging out.
You should have speak with animals and just have conversations with Bill all the time.
As Bill is like constantly, as you're changing the ballast levels, underwater, or above water, underwater, above water, underwater. You're just like, sorry, fill it up.
I just imagine Bill just being like, "Would you stop this already?"
It's like a slow
but
waterboard.
Sorry, I don't
We'll
want to
attempt
be
to pull
down here
Richa
any more
back
than you
in.
do.
Make a strength check, Polly.
And just be like dragging the box along with me.
Well,
I was gonna say.
luckily the harpoon, like it didn't pierce your
15.
cloak, but it punched a hole into the side of the box. So, like, half of it's in the box along with like half of your cape and like your tail feathers. It's starting to sink the box a little bit, but luckily Polly just kind of hand over hand pulls you in, and not quite a speed enough to jet ski, but enough to where you're like having to like dip your head up and breathe as water's just like
As soon as I get close enough, I'm like, I figured it out.
Just to make sure we're not getting fucked over. As soon as Rachel is back on board, Amric will get back on course.
Roger that.
Bryn will walk over after hearing those noises. What? Why? Why do you have to fly off the boats?
He's a bird, right? Isn't that what they do?
Not like that. You heard the noises coming from him, right?
I don't know that kind of bird, so I don't know. I don't know a lot of kind of birds actually.
Well,
Porn
just a
is
heads up.
beyond.
When you hear that noise, it's normally not good.
Porn's gonna work on just untangling Rachaw the box, and his cape is just like, not again, Rachaw. Come on.
Unfortunately, a hole was punctured in the side of it, so possibly some contents got lost. But after you fish Racha out of it, there are a scimitar, with like 3 pouches of some sort of grain, a small bundling of what looks to be Ardemir guard soldier uniforms, and 4 vials of green liquid.
Horn snags the 4 vials of green liquid and puts the guard uniform away. Does anyone
we,
know identify?
No, but should we put all this stuff in the bag so it's not too heavy?
Yeah, we can do that. Have to go find Nori though.
Someone go tell the captains what we found.
Horn will saunter over.
One of the captains are sleeping, but one of the other mates had gone down already and woken Kazariak up and told him. Kazariak's not too worried about it. He says it could either be just straight up lost cargo. It could have been stuff that got thrown overboard for weight problems. Could have been simple as high tide took a box off one of the ports and it just got swept out to sea. Like, it's a myriad of possibilities of why there's just a random box.
I wouldn't have noticed anything around while sitting on the box, would I?
Nope. But you guys continue on.
I think Racha would like to keep the short sword on him. He has plenty of room to hold. Yeah, the scimitar on him. He just has plenty of room to hold on to something. So
Okay.
he'll be looking at that for a little bit.
Yep. It's a nice scimitar. Looks like one of the elven make that you saw some of the guards using in Artemis. Who's got the 4 vials, by the way?
Horn does.
I guess, would they go into Nori's bag or my bag? Or are they going to just stick with Kapari?
That's a you guys question.
I mean, Kaporan said he took them.
I'm below deck. I have no part of this conversation.
Kaporan said he swiped them.
Swiper, no swipey.
He saw 4 liquid vials and he's like, "Ooh, cool."
He'll learn his lesson one day.
I'm getting turned tonight.
Maybe there's seasick remedies. You never know.
Which, by the way, you never re-upped on. So, I believe you have... No, all your bread is done. Yeah, so you're not having fun anymore.
We do have the shots.
You do have the shots of
For 20 days. Horn will just try to deal with it.
Yeah, actually, you'd be below deck. You'd be throwing up so much you wouldn't be on top deck.
Oh.
What
No,
would,
probably helps. It's more worth throwing out. Sorry, keep going.
I was gonna ask, did Bryn ever give Racha the other stuff that she bought, or no?
For Kaporan? Yeah. I have that in the bag of holding.
Gotcha.
I know Kaporan bought 1 vial, I think it's on him, and then gave you the, like, the EpiPen one. And then I bought 2 more vials that are in the bag of holding.
I mean, I wouldn't even try to take them. I'd just give them all to Bryn, because I wouldn't know better.
I'm just
Works.
gonna add it to the.
I mean, if Racha's bag of holding is there, he'd be willing to take them, that's fine. Just so we don't have to go bug Nor about it.
You guys go down to the palace and Nori's just sitting there having a meditative talk with Bill.
I guess I'll take the vials, and unless somebody wants to identify it, he's probably going to be playing with one.
You don't have identify anymore.
Well, Polly can take it, but I think he just has to get it off of regular. He doesn't get it all the time. Yep.
Yeah, whenever anybody goes down to see Nori, it just looks like she's having a weird interrogation scene with Bill. Tell me your name! Fills the water up.
No, I don't. Yeah, that seems like a lot. She's already not a fan of conversations. That's a bit out of what
It's an
you do.
animal. How can you not be a fan of a conversation with an animal?
Yeah, that's what put me off. I'm like, I don't want to waterboard this thing.
He can breathe through it all, so it's just more like
Yeah, you gave him
my
water
name
breathing.
is.
Okay, Bill, if that's your real name.
It's not, but I don't have identify.
All good. So if it needs to happen, Rachel will just be checking it. At least like one of. Do all three bags look like they're carrying the same thing, or is it like three separate
Yeah,
grains?
it looks to be all the same grain.
And yeah, he's gonna be playing around with it a little bit up in his nest.
All right, how so?
Knowing the last time we had a bag of stuff like this, he and it worked in some sort of tea substance. He'd probably do with the grain, be trying to make some sort of small cup of tea.
Okay. If it wasn't Racha, I would require a check of some sort. But knowing Racha, he's probably has a kettle up there. He probably
Built the building up on the top of this thing.
has like steeping trays and the whole 9 yards.
I've
it's
made a whole like lab setup up there, pretty much. Or at least I can with my new fancy tool.
All right, so you're making it into a tea. Go ahead and give me a con save. After everything dies down and the ship gets back on course, Racha, putting most of those bags inside his bag of holding, goes up back into his location in the crow's nest. And about 5 minutes later, you guys hear a and you all look up as Racha's unconscious form is careening off the side of the crow's nest and slams into the deck of the ship. 6 points of bludgeoning.
Would somebody be able to try to catch him?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
You can
Well-
certainly try.
I would like to as
Well,
well.
he stayed on board this time.
No. I'm not trying to catch him.
You're the one.
I want
I'm so sad to be missing all of this.
Bryn, give me a perception check.
I'm so good at those.
Polly, give me a dex check. Okay. Bryn, as you start to go to catch him, you see Polly is looking up and running straight towards you, trying to catch him as well. And you go, I don't want a dwarf taking me out at the legs, so you stop. And,
Alright, yep.
and Polly continues running forward, and just like in the shows, has his arms out, and Rachel just falls directly through his arms.
I got him! I got him! I got him! I don't got him. I will cast Cure Wounds on him immediately.
Give me a dex save, Rachel.
Oh, I mean,
You did not break your teacup. Like the guys who fall into a river holding a beer and keep the beer completely out of the water the entire time, no matter how many flips that they do.
Completely unconscious, but it's there.
Yep. So,
Holding a perfect little teacup.
Bryn, all you see is you stopped and watch Polly reach his arms out and Rachel slide through them, impacting the ground, is because he's holding it up behind him. In between Polly's arms, there's just a teacup with a bit of tea inside.
I'm gonna take that tea, and just hold on to it so it doesn't spill, because that just did that to him, probably. Any idea how to wake him up, Polly?
Oh, by the time he hits the ground, he's awake.
Okay, great.
I'll
Rachel,
hub him up.
you okay, buddy?
That'll really fuck some shit up.
You
Was
get
it-
5 back, by the way, if you didn't see.
Was it the tea?
like
No.
gunpowder.
What can I tell if was it the tea exploding that did it, or was it like
It was
something?
immediately as you put the grains into the hot liquid. It had a reaction.
So yeah, he'll like hold up the little bit of like soot looking stuff, I assume, and then like mimic dropping it into the water.
So it caused an explosion. Okay. I don't really know what to do with that information. Good
How
to
much
know
of this
that.
stuff does he have?
3 bags of it.
Maybe we bring it down here and watch it?
What's in the bag of holding?
I think he just took a little bit out to play with it.
Yeah, well, I have one of the bags like still up in the nest, I assume, because it would have been the one I was using as.
Oh, you took a whole bag out.
Well, it was I had 2 bags, and then I was took a pinch out of one bag and put it in, but the other bag was like nowhere near, kind of thing.
Okay, let's retcon a little bit. So you had one of the bags out when you put it in the little bit in the tea, right?
Well, yeah, but it wasn't like over the tea. It was,
No, yeah.
and it wasn't like in my hands or anything.
No. It doesn't need to be too close nearby. So, as you guys initially heard that, and Rachaw starts careening like all great action movies, as the hero dives away from the explosion behind him. It seems that once he gets to a safe degree away, the explosion quadruples in efficacy as he's about 5 feet off the edge, and as the tiny little bright white fireball that was created from his tea drop, it's just a blinding, crackling sound. It's almost as if 100 lightning strikes at once happened above you guys, and it goes bright white as if sacred flame was cast by 1,000,000 people at once and just completely blocks out and cuts away the blue from the sky. You can't see the sun. It's just as if someone decided to go, and the sky is going to be white today. And just as Rachaw impacts and you guys pick him up and heal him, and you look up, the mast, the crow's nest, everything from that white barrier and on is just gone.
What is wrong with your bird?
So, like, are you saying the whole mast is gone, or are you saying north of, like, above the mast is gone?
Where your crow's nest was, and then like the portion of the mast that continues up, all of that is gone. You atomized pretty much everything on a planar level from the bottom of the crow's nest and up.
Rachaw is so bad with ships. Not
Oh,
that
that's a good question.
Am I not allowed to run up and check on whatever the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nori runs up like, what the fuck just happened? Are we being attacked?
Rachaw.
Horn
Piss
pulls
off.
up on Taylor.
It's literally
Don't even try to lie for me. Just
you.
chuck me under the bus.
Everybody would have seen you fall, and something happened at the crow's nest. Who else would it be?
Has anyone gone to fetch Kazariak?
Kazariak was here for all this,
Great.
and he's confiscating the bags.
Please do. Keep
That's
them
fair.
as far away from us as possible.
He will allow that for sure. It's just like, here's the rest of it.
Letting you all know that this is temperature powder. That literally, when it is interacted with extremes in temperature, it can do different things in different quantities. And it's especially useful for going underwater deeply, because as hot will make it explode, cold makes it condense, and they can basically create sealed rooms and scuba dive, technically, all the way to the bottom of the ocean without having to worry about pressure.
Sounds useful.
Yeah.
What about this? He just shows the vials to Kazariak, so he doesn't play with these
Get
seasons.
those!
Oh yeah, he flew out to a crate.
There was a box. There was a harpoon.
To check!
Oh, I got him back though. It was fine.
It
Is
wasn't an
Amber still,
emergency or anything.
Steering the ship at this point, or is Kazariak?
You're still steering, Amber.
He's doing his best not to get distracted by the absolute chaos that is this party.
You're getting used to it.
Storing up on the boat.
Kazariak tells you that those vials are wood regrowers. So it's used to patch holes in ships.
Ooh, and he just sort of looks up to his
It needs to have
Gross.
wood on either side.
No.
I don't think that's a hole there, Cha.
It's only good for a foot by foot cube, and it needs to have wood on either side. It's basically just kind of like a stone shape, but a wood shape, and is meant to quickly fix holes in the sides of ships.
Is there enough wood from the crate?
I'm
No.
so glad he added that because I could totally see Richaw getting like half a log of wood, pouring it on the mast, and then just standing above it, holding the log, waiting for it to fix itself.
No, I would, assuming there's still a little bit of mast above the actual sails,
4 inches.
he'll level it off with like some, I guess his tool will turn into like a saw. He'll level it off with the saw, and then he'll just be sitting on it like it's a little perch. He'll still have his crow's nest, but it's just the top of a pole.
He's up there just sanding it to make sure it doesn't, no splinters. So you're 2 inches above the mast now after you level it off.
Looks fine. He'll be okay with it.
Yeah, the way it works is that it goes from like one solid piece of wood and it'll repair like one solid piece. You can't take a different piece of wood and try and merge the two. Noise.
He'll hand over those vials to Kazariak too, because he could probably use them more than he can.
Yeah.
Did anything else come out of that box?
Richard will show her the scimitar that he's got.
Pain and suffering.
And some uniforms, right?
One Artemir guard outfit.
Was it one? I thought it was like a whole,
was
like that was
4.
what filled the box. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 4? I only heard 1. Okay.
Yeah. Show those to Kazariak. Just be like, well, nothing else you have will explode, Rachaw. We're not gonna deal with another. We kind of need the mast.
He just sort of like looks off in the distance, like, do I have anything that will explode? Because I'm pretty sure I do, but I'm not gonna pull it out.
Richard just goes to the corner side of the ship, and you just hear as he starts unloading every explosive thing that he might have into the water. Especially if he doesn't know what it does. He's like, that's definitely gonna explode. Gotta get rid of that.
I think I can safely say I don't have anything that will explode, either on my person or in the bag of holding. I'm looking at it.
Richaw rolls the
Well,
d20.
Well,
I mean-
technically, Richard is like a walking bomb because if he puts the bags inside each other, he creates a black hole.
Yeah, I've got the potential of mixing my bags for sure, and then who knows what the hell that dice is gonna do, but the dice might explode if I do one wrong number.
Self-destruct.
Like, yeah.
10, 9.
The numbers just all start to.
Showing the guard uniforms to Kazariak, he's gonna go ahead and torch them. It says, don't want to ever be caught, and especially don't want to be caught with those on board. And you guys resume your journey to the location you guys are going.
Wild.
Rajah's going to try and utilize the crate. Can he actually put the crate up at the top of this thing?
I mean, it's just crate wood. It's not like, wood that sustains, like, heavy weight. So, I mean, you could certainly try, but it's not going to last.
I mean, it held a whole bunch of clothes and stuff, so yeah, he'll do his best to, like, literally have the top of the crate is open and he's nailed the crate to the top of the mast.
Well, there is a giant gashing Racha-sized butt hole in the side of the crate.
It's just
It'll
an
be-
extra lookout.
Exactly, he'll be able to crouch and still see through.
But you guys continue on. I need someone to roll the next d10.
I can do it.
Okay, I need everyone to roll a d6.
It's a 1.
Okay. All right.
Already throwing up. I don't know what else.
Okie dokie. So, as you guys are traveling day and night towards your destination, it's about 14th day, or should I say 14th night, that as the ship is going on in its directed course, Amric, Kaporin, and Polly are all currently on shift during a night watch, along with the other mast mate and the other ballast mate. Racha, you're asleep up in your makeshift crow's nest. But the night brings an interesting sort of ambiance that the daytime... I mean, it's not the animals, obviously. You guys are out in open ocean now. So you're not getting birds cawing in the distance or anything. It's just constant ocean. But night adds an extra layer of possibility. I need Porn and Polly to roll Constitution saving throws.
Am I at a disadvantage or just normal?
You are at disadvantage. As you guys, let me do my people first. Okay. As you guys are traveling through the night, the darkness and just the constant splash of water, Kaporin and Polly, you are both asleep at your posts, as well as the other mast mates. Amric, you are steering the ship, and the ballast mate has come up from below, as you guys aren't expected to have to worry about changing ballast anytime soon. He's kind of just chilling there with you. You guys aren't really talking, and just enjoying because he usually stays in the belly of the ship, so he's enjoying the fresh air and just kind of looking out the back of the ship itself. Amber, give me a perception check. You're focusing on the compass that you have with you at the heading that Kazariak and Ganymede have both given you to hold throughout the night. You're constantly looking out in directions, keeping an eye on the far-off distances of possibly anything breaking the horizon line above the water, giving some inclination to something, anything, besides the constant, endless blue. It's decently late at night when something finally does catch your eye. And at first you kind of like look in that direction, and then as you're focusing, you don't see anything. And then you see it in another direction, you're like, wait. And then you notice it on your ship, coming up over the sides of the ship itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different blue and green, slimy skinned individuals creeping and slowly been crawling their way up the sides of the ship. 2, dangerously close to Polly. 1, dangerously close to Kaporin. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
What about the people that are not on duty?
I recognize this map.
We're using some assets.
No one give Kaparan a fire sword.
Oh yeah, same ship. Yeah.
But instead of that being the captain's quarters there, that is the navigation chamber.
If Emmerich has time outside of initiative, he'll kind of lean over to the ballast mate that's there, and he'll say, "Not to alarm you, but we've been boarded."
Just casually. No worries. There's people here.
They're just horrifying, slimy monsters. It's like, yeah, we're being boarded.
Can't let them know I know they're there.
Alrighty then. Alright, 25 to 20.
20.
19 to 15.
The only other 2 people that are actually involved in this right now are 8.
Alright, who's got better decks?
Good point.
Yeah.
Then I grow 4 sizes larger.
Okay, so before initiative, you told the ballast mate that you guys have been boarded. Those are the other mates that are either with you or asleep.
When those things are minimized, they look extremely creepy. That are on the deck.
A lot of quick adjustments of everything.
I've titled this background, whoops.
Okay then. So, you told the ballast mate who turns and sees these creatures climbing their way over the sides of the ship over the sides onto the ship. Unfortunately, let me go ahead and mark them. There, they all have their individual color, so it'd be easier for you to point them out whenever things need to be done with them. Okay, but top of the round, Kaporin. As this creature climbs over the side of the ship up next to you, it's going to make a dex save to see if it falls in the throw up. It does not.
It falls.
But as it comes up and over and sees you sleeping there, it gets advantage on its attack roll with its claws against you. That is going to be a 23 to hit.
Hit.
That is 12 points of slashing damage, and you are now awake.
Oh, wonderful.
And you see this female-like appearance, but skin is just blue and slimy, and the hair green, greasy, almost like seaweed, as the scales of its skin, like, almost looks to be mucus rather than water. Just a nice viscous layer of some sort of fluid on the outside of it, and just a horrific facial appearance. definitely not a looker. But that's going to end its turn. Polly, you are currently sleeping, but you can make a con save to wake up at the end of your turn. Okay, at the end of your turn, you do wake up to the noise of Kaporin getting slashed at. So you are now currently awake, but that's your turn. And as you wake up, you kind of look across and see Kaporin kind of like whimpering from the hits. And as you turn to like get yourself up, you are now looking at two of them as they're looking at you. You're still technically currently prone, and the purple one is going to make an attack at you. That is only a 9. So that misses. It brings us to the red one. Gonna attack that guy. That's a natural 20. Yeah, he's dead. And then it brings us to it's gonna get to attack. You guys rolled real shit on initiative. That's a natural 19. Lower damage, so he's still alive, but he is now awake. And now it's your turn, Kaborn.
Bonus action, Spirit Shroud. Then Magic Missile at green.
All right.
I'm just gonna go ahead and roll those stuff. Whoa, what is that? Wait, what? I don't know what. Oh. I don't know what Spirit Shroud did there, but
We'll ping
I'm just
Spirit
gonna
Shroud so I can read it.
yeah, I just pinged it. Oh,
So
for every
depending on which type of damage you wanted to do, it rolled a separate D8 for that type of damage.
okay.
Oh, by the way, you start within 15 feet of this creature, so I need a wisdom saving throw from you. Alright, you're good. And now you are immune to the fright.
Ooh. Oh, great. There's frighten on these things? Okay. Okay, then, so I want to do radiant damage, and I'm going to do Magic Missile now.
Alright. You gotta keep rolling for all the missiles.
Technically, the way it reads, at least, the extra damage from Spirit Shroud only happens on attacks, which Magic Missile isn't technically an attack.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd be doing an extra 5d8 damage because each one would then technically be an attack.
You can. Well, it still has its movement reduced to 10 then. Because it starts within 10 feet of me.
18. So 21 points of damage altogether with your extra radiant. Alright. And then you're still prone. You want to get up?
Yes, and then if I can, ooh, there's nothing. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, if I can, head on to go this way.
We'll get an opportunity attack on you.
Fine.
But that's only an 8.
Oh, 14. I'm good.
Alright, you staying there?
Uh, it's half after getting up, right?
Yeah. You'd only have 15 feet. And remember you're sick.
All right. So, is it reduced to 20?
No, I'm talking about
I
your
don't.
spell stuff.
Oh, if I can even cast it.
Well, it's already cast, so that's not a problem. But at the end of your turn, you're going to need to make a con save to keep your spell up.
Okay.
Oh, just for holding concentration's sake.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a con save for your Spirit Shroud. Nope, Spirit Shroud's gone. As you start throwing up in the middle of the ship. Okay.
He's just not.
That brings us to Amric. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Amric.
Okay. So what part of my action economy is it to continue steering the ship?
It wouldn't cost you any extra action or anything like that to stay holding it straight on.
Okay. I have 2 javelins on my person. If I use my action to throw the javelins, does it prevent me from?
You would need to use your bonus action to re-steer the ship again.
Okay, that's fine. I will pull out my javelins then, and I'm gonna throw the first one at purple over here.
Remember to keep this. This all deals with the equipment that you actually have on you. Any equipment that was given off to other people to put in bags or something, you would not have. Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Yeah, I only have the 2 javelins. I don't have all 6 that I would normally. This is my only turn of javelin use.
At the end of this set of rounds, everyone's going to get a perception check to try and wake up.
24 to hit.
24 does hit.
I'm gonna stick a menacing strike on this one.
All right.
9 damage. Oh, fuck, what is menacing? Hold on.
It's a wisdom save, I think.
I think it is. I think it's 16.
It's a natural 18 on whatever save it is going to be.
Yeah, wisdom 16. And then D8. So 14 damage total.
All right.
And then Polly's in the way of the orange one, isn't he?
Polly's currently prone, so he's not in the way.
Oh, so I will also throw a javelin at the orange one. And is he within 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, then I won't get disadvantage. Last javelin. 26. And then I'm also going to tap a menacing strike on this one. And Amric will start yelling, "Intruders on board! Get off the ship! Or get off our ship!" And 11 damage with an additional 5 for 16.
Roger that.
And he will also.
I do
that one will
need you
also,
to make a wisdom saving throw, by the way.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh, 19.
You're good.
And then, yeah, the orange creature will also have to make a wisdom.
Yeah.
It's only it's only 16. So.
Yeah, he got a 17 plus 1, so 18.
And then I'll use my bonus action to continue steering.
Yep.
And I will use my free action to
yell
start yelling. So yeah, that will be my turn.
All right, sounds good. After Amric brings us to the orange one, who is just gonna attack you, Polly, since you're here. But that is only gonna be a 13 to hit. So you are good as he just starts clawing at your armor. Very end. Amric, behind you. You hear 2 feet hit the deck. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Sorry, I lost my token that I had created.
That means he doesn't actually show up, right?
Yeah, he's just not there.
You get 2 footprints, and he falls back into the water.
Nope, there she is. In the same respects of these other creatures that have crawled their way onto the board, this one almost seems to quietly float. The only sound she makes is when she actually puts her feet onto the wood of the ship behind you as you're steering the ship and trying to keep your eyes around, and you hear this from behind you. The ballast mate, who's frozen in fear as he fails his save. As she gets to the top. Instead of the viscous fluid and the scaly skin, hers almost seems to flow like water and just be almost intangible to a degree. But she reaches her hands out, and as she does so, her fingers seem to take on a form of their own as a swarm of poisonous snakes drops from her hand and starts to go towards you, Amric.
I don't like that at all. Now I feel like I need to summon snakes in retaliation.
Warren's gonna have a brand new belt.
It's one swarm of snakes, not 8.
Sorry.
We just see a murder of crows again.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, both of her claw attacks hits the frightened ballast mate, and I believe even her minimum damage is gonna kill him. Yeah. All right, that's gonna end her turn. Next comes the snakes.
Is this Amric's first encounter with snakes?
Amric, to you, that is. Whoops, wrong dice. That is a 16 to hit.
Misses.
Okay.
No, I don't want to.
Alright, cool. So that's gonna end its turn. Actually, it's going to occupy your space as well. Alright. Ending its turn, I need everyone who isn't part of initiative to go ahead and make a perception check. Bracha, you get advantage on it.
That is a nat 20 for Nori.
Nori's awake.
Oh, here
13
comes
for
another
Ben.
another 6 nat ones.
And Racha is definitely awake. So you guys go ahead and roll initiatives. So Bryn got a 19.
Nori gets tangled in her blankets.
She hears it so well that she gets frightened into her.
Bill has to help her out of it.
Shit!
Alrighty then. So, at the top of the round comes... the one that loves Kapoor.
Why is it always chicks?
Just that animal magnetism. That's a 20 to hit.
Yep.
And she smashes you for 11 damage, slashing damage. That's gonna end her turn, bringing us to Bryn. Bryn, it's going to take...
Why Bryn?
Wouldn't Polly be first?
Paul, you got
Polly
20?
rolled a 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it mixed up here. So, yeah, Polly, you are up.
Okay, I will stand up, and then I will cast Spiritual Guardians.
Oh, wisdom saving throw as you start your turn, sorry.
That too. Come on. 23. I will cast Spiritual Guardians, and as a bonus action, I can do a cantrip as a bonus action, correct?
Yeah.
I will cast Sacred Flame on the purple one. It needs to do a dex save.
Dex save, that's a natural 16. Plus 1, so 17.
Makes it. Never mind.
Alrighty then. And it's when they start their turn, right?
When they start their turn.
Gotcha. Okay. And you're holding still there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Bryn, you're up. It's going to take your full movement to get to the base of the stairs. So obviously you were sleeping, so you got to use half your movement to get up, and then the rest of your movement to get to the base of the stairs. So that opening in the middle of the ship, you're at the base of those stairs, and it takes 10 feet to get up.
All right. Polly, I don't know how Polly is in a fight yet. Does the person, the crewmate, look like they're able to handle themselves or no? I guess would she be able to? She just wants to see which way she's gonna be going.
From what it looks like, they are just waking up themselves, and they got a nice claw to the face. So probably not.
All right, she's gonna
That's your
prepare to
buddy.
go that way. Yeah. Oh, great. Is that the one I keep running into?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, we gotta help my buddy. Yeah, hang on.
Okay. So you're using.
So,
You'd used your movement, so now you're working on
Yeah.
your dash.
oh, I can. Okay, so I can dash.
Yeah.
so.
Your original movement got you up out of bed and got you to the base of the stairs. To get up any further, you'd have to dash. So
Okay.
it's 10 feet to get where you're at currently, and you have another 20 feet to go.
So I guess I just want to try to get towards blue to help.
Yeah, you can sneak your way through.
Like I can get there, yeah.
That would incur an opportunity attack. Or
I'll
you can
stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
a tough choice on that one.
Hmm. There's two other people there. She'll stay there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You got a bonus action if you want to like, bonjour or anything.
No, don't. Oh, wait, yeah. Well, yeah. I'll sure and light up the
Light it up. All right.
sword.
After Brand, we've got Richaw. You are currently up the mast. It would take your full movement to get to the base of it.
Even if I just jump?
If you jump, that's something different, but...
Uh,
I don't think you have slow fall yet, so...
I don't. I was hoping for an acrobatics check for it.
Your acrobatics will get you accurately where you're trying to jump. There's only so much you can do against hardwood and landing 30 feet from the sky. You're gonna Superman pose it and blow out your knee.
It depends. Could I reach the thing at the end of the table of the boat, like over by Emmerich, or no?
Unfortunately, no, because that one's a little higher up and raised.
All right, then I will pile drive on top of this orange one and see if I can just crash land into it.
Give me an acrobatics check. Someone's dropping the elbow. Yep, you're on point.
I didn't mean to roll again, but yeah, I'm just sort of jumping, giving the people's elbow and going incoming.
All right. Go ahead and. Well, you would hit because of the acrobatics check. So roll damage for your unarmed strike, and then add an extra 3d6. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Do I technically get sneak attack on top of that?
As you're screaming incoming, no.
But Polly's right there, so I have the
Oh, you have your
person within
your
5
rogue.
feet.
Yeah, you get your rogue.
So that's 8d6 then.
We'll roll them separately because you also take the first 3d6.
Okay, yeah.
So what I'm hearing is Rachel falls, and then this thing just goes flat.
Alright, so both of you take 11 points of damage, and it takes an extra 7 from the hit.
It's actually only 4d6. So
Still, the extra 1 damage didn't make a difference on that part. As Richaw comes screaming out from his homemade crow's nest, people's elbow coming down, it ends up impacting and then bending this creature's back over the railing. Luckily, Richaw's acrobatics was good enough to stop him from going over the edge, but it doesn't stop the creature's head from falling off and into the water as the body just crumples to the ground and start with the rocking of the boat just kind of starts to slowly slide off the side of the ship through the holes in the wall.
I feel like this redeems Richaw for the blowing up the mast. That was so cool.
I feel like this just tells Polly he really likes falling. is what this tells him.
As Emmerich glances over while that's happening, he's gonna go, "Oh, fuck my javelin," and then he's gonna go back to facing whatever this is.
Can I then stand up and step into this other one and punch it too, I guess? Let's go with that.
Yeah. Actually, with the jump, the land, and the getting up, you'd be tapped on movement.
That's fine. I'll accept that. And then I'll just sort of stand up, I guess. Or can I at least stand up then?
Yeah. You can stand up.
All right, and then I'll just sort of like look over at Polly and go, "Hi."
Did you pump out your arms?
I didn't. I guess I can. So I'll go ahead and bonus action unfurl them now.
Yeah. As you're like rubbing your elbow from, you're like, that should have been smarter to do with those arms. All right. Ending Rachaw's turn brings us to. This is a purple one. Rachaw, make sure you pull yourself onto the map.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Correct. Wisdom save. They've been rolling really good wisdom saves. That is a 19.
Nope. They take half damage.
All right.
I don't know why it did that. Why did it do that? That's not right. It's only supposed to be 3d8, not 5. Oh.
Oh, because it rolled it for radiant and it rolled necrotic. Because I think you can make it either.
Oh. Sorry, let me.
No, it's fine. I was guessing
7 points after halved.
It's necrotic if you're an evil alignment, is what it's supposed to be.
Gotcha. Okay, so 7 points of radiant damage.
Mm-mm-mm.
We learned that Polly's evil.
Okay, bringing us to this creature's turn. It's torn between the thing that has created this stuff around him and the creature that just Queen of Hearted, its friend. I'm gonna have to roll to decide which one. Okay, it's going for Polly. And just looking over like, hey, what'd you do to my friend? Slash. Okay, that's a... That's one. That is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
That is 7 points of slashing damage. And a con saving throw from me.
All good.
Oh, by the way, what is your spiritual guardians?
Bunch of fucking drunk ponies.
That's what I was hoping for. After that con saving throw, they all become yoked, drunk ponies. Okay, but it's gonna move to put Polly in between it and the John Cena of the group. All right, that's gonna end its turn, bringing us to the one at the front of the boat. One of these people is holding a flaming blade, so it's going to go after that one. That is an 18 to hit.
It does not hit.
Right, that's a miss. Ending its turn, bringing us to the blue one. Yeah, it's going for prone boy. That hits, and he's hardly got any health left. He's gone. Alright, Kaporn, you're up.
my
Amrit,
buddy.
you're on deck.
Bonus action command. Green girl over here to flee. It's a wisdom saving throw. I think my wisdom is 17. My saving throw for the 17. The spell DC, excuse me.
It was a 19.
19. Ooh, stupid wit.
Told you, saving throws, it's rolling real good.
I know. Well, that throws off what I was gonna do. He's just gonna keep shooting at her then. Another magic missile set.
Alright, go for it.
20. 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. All right. Stay in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Or actually, I'm gonna be on the diagonal of Bryn, so I'm gonna back up. I'll take the opportunity.
That is a natural 20.
Oh, ow. Okay.
23 points of slashing damage. It almost rolled max damage too.
Wow, these guys are rolling hard.
All right.
Kept for rolling well, Val.
It's also missed quite a bit too. Okay, so you staying there, Kaporn?
Yeah, I will stay there.
Arik, you're up. Nori on deck.
Okay. I am going to leave the snakes. And I'm gonna go up to where this big bad thing is. I assume I get attack of opportunity.
Yep. It's just clicking back over to Zoom to say it.
Oh, never mind.
So 21 to hit. That is 8 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. And you are fine on that. So you're not poisoned, but you take half damage. Seven points of poison damage.
Okay. Then I don't have my weapon or my shield out. I'm gonna go up to this whatever it is, and I'm gonna try and grab her.
Okay.
I'm guessing, is that athletics or strength?
Yeah,
like a grab-
it's your athletics versus either its athletics or acrobatics.
20 for athletics.
25. Natural 20 plus 5. She's strong too.
Okay. I'm going to action. How high is the guardrail that's behind her? I assume
4
there's.
feet up.
How tall is she?
She is about 5.5 feet tall.
It's not very high. I want to push her off, but I don't feel confident in my strength. Alright, I'll action surge and I'll just pull out my no, that's 2 hands. I'll pull out my morning star. I'll shout, I think the leader's over here, and then I'll use I'll attack twice.
Okay, go for it. Oh, by the way, sorry, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I mean, down then 14.
Okay, you are frightened of it. Sorry.
Then I don't do any of that.
It's once you get up into melee with it.
Okay.
So as you get up and you get to see its face, what looked like a flowing skin as you get closer turns into this horrifying, almost mummy-like appearance in the face.
Was his wisdom save earlier from the purple one or something? From a different one?
Yeah, it's for the purple one.
Okay.
I
Because
assume
she
if
came
I'm
on the
right,
ship after he did.
I wouldn't have action surged. What is frightened? Do I have? I just have to move my movement
Your
away, right?
attacks have disadvantage, and you can't move any closer.
I'm gonna pull my my Morning Star and my shield out then, and I guess I'll move into this spot, and I'll stay there.
All right. After Amric Nori, you're up. For you, same thing. Get up out of your bed, 15 feet, another 15 feet to get to the base of the stairs.
Alright, I guess I'll have to use. What do I want to do here? I don't know what's up here, so I'm gonna have to. Would I have heard anything Amric said?
Hear what Amric's. Is your passive perception? Yeah.
Okay, so I know there's people on board.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to summon more birds because I know that won't do any weight restrictions, but I always feel bad summoning birds because you don't like bringing them all up.
No, you could totally do that. Just expect everything to turn on you.
Yeah. I think I'll just.
It's a game of give and take. Oh no, a Tarask.
That was my fear. Then we're going to. Yeah, she's gonna run up and poke her head out. And.
Go ahead and drag your character on. And not only would you have heard Amric, but you also heard the other battle noises going on from the attacks and things happening.
Did it show up? Because I'm not getting it.
Remember, you gotta drag, I think it's your name over, not your picture.
Yep, having issues. Love that. Thank you.
Should be able to move it now.
Okay, so I guess Nori will toss a produce flame at the green one.
Green one it is, go for it. That hits.
That is 16 damage.
The produce flame impacts it, incinerating it from the inside out as the skin starts to bubble and boil, and steam rises from its skin before it kind of just slogs to the ground, becoming water.
Okay, what the fuck is happening?
Staying there, you got about 20 more feet of movement if you want.
Yeah, we'll move. Which one looks more hurt? The purple one or the one by Bryn and Baron?
Purple one.
Okay, then I'll. Actually, you know what? We'll stay here. I'm ranged anyway.
Okay. Ending Nori's turn brings us to the one over by you, Amber. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. As it turns towards you and your body is shaking and shivering.
14 again.
Its eyes seem to suck in all the light around it, as looking like two lanterns at a far off distance on the ocean. You seem to get pulled in, sucked like a fly to the trap. You drop to 0 hit points.
Oh, it's these! Oh no!
Am I death saving or just unconscious?
Death saving. As Amric crumples to the deck, the creature now looks over, moves to the steering wheel. of the ship that has been left unguarded. No lie. As had her rolling a strength check. Natural 20 again. As she
There's
takes
more actions after that? Man.
as she takes one of the levers and rips it out of its socket from the ship. You guys hear the metal's grating sound of it being ripped apart, and she throws it overboard, and you hear the engines underneath. And then you hear a Bill seems to not be enjoying whatever's going on down there.
Bill! Don't you dare kill Bill.
Don't you dare kill my pony.
Kill Bill. Volume 2. Alright. That is going to end her turn, bringing it to the snakes. When they enter the first time, I believe they take damage, right? For Spiritual Guardian, so go ahead and roll damage.
Wisdom saving throw.
Roll damage for that. Yeah, that's only a 10.
Nice, okay. Oh. Oh, that's higher level, that's why. Okay, 13 damage.
Roger that. They're going to make an attack at you. That is only going to be a 13 damage.
Nope.
That, they are going to occupy your space, though. Alright. Ending the snake's turn. Bring this to the top of the round. Green Boy's dead. So that brings us to Polly.
How many crew members are down?
Amric just went down 2, 1, 2, 3 of the regular crew are down.
Okay. So I will cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay.
On the 3 down, Amric, Kaporin, and God, Bryn, did you take damage yet? Okay, then Racha. Let me scroll down to it again. Oh God, that's my 5th level spell. Did it roll for me? Yeah. 16 points. And then, yeah, I'll go ahead and cast another Sacred Flame on the purple one. It needs to do a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save 19.
Yeah, it makes it. Okay. And I'm staying where I am.
The one that's over near Amric, the crew member, that one did not come back to life.
It did not?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Alright. But the other two did, the ones up in front of the ship.
Trying to save your friend, Bryn.
Alright, Bryn, you're up.
Thank you.
Rachaw's on deck.
Alright. She's gonna swing at the blue one first. $26.
Oh, Wisdom saving throw first, my bad.
Oh, sorry. Not paying attention apparently.
No, my bad. I was hitting spacebar. Oh, you are frightened.
Fun. So I can stay there and still.
You'd get disadvantage
Attack.
on your attacks, yeah, and you can't move any closer.
Would it be all attacks or just on them?
All attacks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then I'll-
because you're currently frightened of all those types of creatures.
All of them. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we'll still swing at the blue one though. So let's do it again.
Okay. That still hits.
Okay. So 19 to that one.
Alright.
Still standing.
He hasn't
Alright,
been
so
hit
then
yet.
we'll. Okay, so then we'll attack him again.
Go for it.
Second
So that-
attack.
Yeah, just like if you were to save against one of these people's frightened, you'd save against all of them. It's the same opposite. If you're frightened of everything.
Well, technically, the rule for frightened is if the thing that frightened you is visible to you, it's disadvantage to everything essentially.
Gotcha. 20 does hit. Another 22 points of damage. Still standing.
Alright, and then bonus action, we're going to shove the thing since I used attack. Use an attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna shove the blue one still. And I'm gonna, if I'm able to, I'm gonna use the charge as well to get him
An extra 10 feet.
20 feet back, I think.
Well, it'd get to 15 because it's also stairs, so it kind of like.
Well,
shove-
I'm trying. Am I able to shove it off the boat?
You could certainly try, because it's not like super tall over the railing. It's only about a foot taller than the railing, so it's more like
What would I have to do to try? I guess
get underneath it and try and shoot it up, because it's more of.
it would
like-
be a check though.
Yeah, that'd be more of
Okay.
a like prepping for it, because you're hitting it and you're like fucking making it hit the railing and it's spinning down the railing a little bit, but like to lift it up and over the railing, that's a little extra. You can certainly try if you want to, but like Richaw said, you'd have disadvantage.
We'll just push him back then.
Okay. Send it flying into the railing, and it kind of hits it and spins, and then ends up kind of like spinning up the stairs a little bit as well. All right. Ending Bryn's turn. Richaw, you're up.
I take it I need to make my own save now.
Correct. Yes. You do. Yeah. And you save. You're
This
still frightened, by the way.
makes things interesting. So I feel like Polly's okay. But the thing
Totally fine, covered in snakes, sea hag right next to me. I'm great.
exactly. You're just like chilling.
Absentmindedly petting one of the snakes.
As it tries to worm into his armor or whatever he's wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will swing around the outside of Polly and draw my short sword and strike at the purple one.
Okay.
Hopefully kill.
Go for it. And I said you're still frightened. Emmerich.
Thought I turned it on, not off. Oh well.
That does hit. Nora, remember, you're also going to need to make a wisdom save at the top of your turn.
Yeah, I've got it pulled up, and I've got a bad feeling. I don't know why, but I just do.
21 points of damage. Still standing.
Oh, it's Data Lives. Then I will sock it with my spectral arm.
Sucker punch to the stomach. Go for it. Unfortunately, that misses.
All right, and then because I'm a failure of a rogue. I will spin further around it and be flanking with Paul.
Okay, you will get opportunity attack by the snakies.
Works for me.
Works for you. That's only 11. Alright, ending Richard's turn brings us to the purple one. Wisdom save. That's another 19. So half damage. Roll that.
Still damage every turn.
So 8
Alright.
points.
8 points of damage. It's looking pretty rough. I'm just gonna swing out at you. Eventually, it's gonna go for. It's gonna go for Polly. Oh, that's only 13. There. It's gonna hold its ground. Bringing us to is a red one. Going to be an attack at you, Bram. Another natural 20. So that's 25 to hit.
That's fine.
Damage is less, so that's only 14 points of slashing damage. That's going to end its turn, bringing us to the blue one. That is a 21 to hit.
That is my armor class.
Only 9 points of slashing damage. That's going to end its turn, bringing us down to 4, and Amric, you are on deck.
I'm just gonna do greater invisibility. Back off from Bryn, and then vicious mockery.
Which one?
Red.
Alright. That is a natural 1.
So that's 7, and they're disadvantage for their next attack.
Roger that. And you staying there?
I'm gonna back up.
Oh, actually, because you're sick. So for greater invisibility, go ahead and make a con save at the end of your turn.
Does the loot affect that because it's advantages on con saves, or is it just because I'm sick?
It's just because you're sick, you have to make the roll. If you were to get hit, then yeah, it would cancel it out.
No.
And it's gone.
For a little bit.
Avoid concentration for right now.
That ends Caport's turn. Amric on deck. Nori, Nori's on deck. Amric, you're up.
Okay. The hag or whatever it is, did it throw the lever?
Yeah, overboard.
Which direction?
You were unconscious.
That is true.
And
Well,
you can see like sparks and like just mangled metal at the base of it. So it's
Well-
not as much of a like, oh, I just reinserted and then push the button.
the only direction I can go right now is backwards, so I bonus act
Make a perception check first.
perception. I had disadvantage, but I'm 16.
The lever that got pulled was the planar lever.
Well, let me roll my second wind real quick. 15 HP. Well, I can't move closer to her. I no longer have any ranged attacks.
True.
I don't know where the lever went, so I can't go after it. So, I cry. And I end my turn. Or I'll take the. I'll move. No, I won't move. I'll stay. I'll stick there, and I'll hold my action. To attack it if it gets within melee reach of me.
All right, sounds good. Ending Emmerich turn. Nori, you're up.
Does he get another save at the end of his turn, or is it permanent?
Hit that one. No, doesn't get a save.
I got an 18 on my wisdom save for these
For her.
jerks frightening thing.
Roger that. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, if you fail her save, you're just kind of screwed. Until you can no longer see it. Once you don't see it anymore, you lose the fright.
Or you got dope monk shit.
Nori?
Sorry. Okay. Damn, it moved, so Bryn's in the way. My laptop screen is very small, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
I want to do lightning bolt, but I'm worried about hitting the ship. Nori does not know that the lever was thrown overboard. Yeah, we're just gonna do the ones. We're gonna do yeah, I guess I'll run over to the one that's closer to me and slash out at it with claws of my own.
Okay. The red one? Gotcha, go for it. Primal Savagery. Meow.
It's a fun spell.
Kitty got claws. That definitely hits. How
So
dare you
16 plus
wake me up?
17. Holy shit, that's a lot.
So 33? It's still
That is a cantrip, so I have another one. So I'm going to attack again with Primal Savagery.
Go for it. That misses.
14. Yeah.
Alright, anything you say there?
Yeah, I'll stay here.
Alright, sounds good. And then Nori's turn brings us to Amric's favorite friend in the world. Actually, before, at the end of Nori's turn. She moves her hands around the air in front of her, and I need Bryn, Nori, Kaporin, Polly, and the crewmate that's next to Bryn all make wisdom saving throws. Nope, that crewmate failed. Success, Bryn, you failed, even though you're already frightened, so I think you're okay. Polly failed, Kaporin failed. You are all frightened of not the hags, but the fury.
Do I get both?
Yeah, you're both. Okay. So now it's its turn. And she smiles. Oh, we're all the people scared of her now. Amric. Go ahead and make me that wisdom save once more. And she turns around, and once again, the darkness seems to be everlasting around her lantern-like eyes. And go to sleep. You're unconscious once more at 0 hit points. She turns her
Doesn't he
gaze.
have the amulet?
She turns her gaze towards the rest of the group, and she will start to move. Actually, no. She's going to grab the wheel and push it in. Alright. That's gonna end her turn. Bringing us to the snakes. Chomp chomp on you, Polly. That's only...
And wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, yes. Well, it doesn't have enough HP, I think, left to even survive a half.
Perfect.
Oh, wait, no, it does. Never mind.
Dang it.
Natural 20.
Okay. Yeah, it probably does 4 damage.
But don't worry, because the attack's only at 15.
That does not hit.
Alright. Ending Snake's turn brings us to you, Polly.
Okay. Wow, okay. Shit.
The one in front of you, you don't have disadvantage on. It's just that bad bitch up there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I have advantage on the one in front of me. So bonus action healing word on Amric.
Alright.
7.
Rise. Amric, I need you to roll a d8 for me.
Oh god.
Polly,
Doing
no,
it
it's-
really?
Oh boy.
Now I need you to roll a d10.
You said D10?
Correct.
5.
Your constitution drops by 5 points. So you are now 12, so it's only a +1. The other group has been able to deal with this more often than you guys have so far. This is a new thing that happens to people who constantly go down and down and down and
You
keep getting
and
attacked.
fucking my con.
It's not permanent
How long does it last?
until the next long rest. Unless he goes down a few more times. Then it'll be 30 days.
Greater restoration help with that?
Nope, this is more of just like...
How much did
Body
Polly
destruction.
do? 7? Okay.
Yeah,
7, yeah.
Yeah, losing all that health took me back down.
Oh yeah,
Um,
no,
and-
you're still up. If it would have brought
I
you
know,
down
but
to-
on D&D Beyond, it took me back to death saving throws.
Gotcha, so just give yourself 7 more again. That would have sucked. Oh, I'm back. Ugh. Oh, I faint. Oh.
Okay, I will brandish my warhammer at it.
Okay.
I hope for an 18 to hit.
The one in front of you, that hits.
Yes,
You have advantage, so you can roll again.
that was with advantage.
Okay. That's more than enough.
Really? That's wrong, by the way. 7, 8, 9,
Well,
10.
I only had 2 health anyway, so.
Okay, okay. Good.
Shoving
And-
the hammer in her stomach, and then just kind of like ripping it through her sternum as the bones kind of open, and just salt water sprays across you as she just melts into water.
That will end my turn.
There goes your other javelin. Okay. Holding there, Polly. Ending Polly's turn brings us to Bryn. Rachaw, you're on deck.
I have a question. Nobody else is coming up on deck?
There is a large problem happening with the engine,
That's fair.
and the other ballast person is dead.
Alrighty.
So
Uh,
there are bigger problems to deal with right now than
just thought I would check, make sure
you guys are on
the
top.
question got asked.
You guys are on top and dealing with it. They're dealing with the problems of a sinking ship and
No, for sure.
a
Just
temporal
had to check.
planner engine that might be sending you guys in a random ass plane direction soon. So let's wait till we hit
Alright,
the 20 initiative count and I get to roll.
Yay. Bryn will attack the blue one still.
All right, go for it.
Once more.
To be fair, we just passed it.
That hits.
Alright, so 24 still up? Yes.
It's gone. Blue
Oh,
one
it's
is
gone.
dead.
Just kidding. Alright, then we'll turn around and go for the red one.
That hits. And it's gone.
Wonderful. Bryn will move up. Oh no, I can't move up towards the Fury, huh?
Nope.
Oh, crap. Alright, well, I think Bryn's gonna, because I can't change to arrows or anything, so we're gonna sit there for a moment then. Because I don't want to go any farther back. Yeah. That is it.
All right, sounds good.
Wait, sorry. Switching from 2 to 2, full action.
Okay.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, going range. Yeah. Full
2.
action.
Yeah, okay. Yep, okay. Then yeah, I can't do anything.
All right. Any Brimstone, Rachar, you're up.
Christian, we can't make a new wisdom saving throw against the Fury? No?
Not the Fury's frightened, no. Bryn, your first frighten against the hags is gone because all the hags are dead.
Oh, that helped. That's
wait,
helpful.
no.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
Nora the only one not frightened?
Rachar's not frightened.
Oh, good.
It's all you, Birdie.
Yeah, I'm reading stuff I have. Just wanted to make sure what I can do and what I can't.
I feel like that's what Rachar looks like right now too, after being woken up. Just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Pouring, you're on deck.
All right, so I will. Is this an accurate
Yeah.
map? Like, is that a room behind the Fury, like beneath Amric, or is that all one just deck?
That one's all just deck. Where you're at is the entrance to that navigation room.
All right, then I will. I will go ahead and run and put myself between Amric and the thing instead of what I was going to do then.
Easy enough to do.
And then if I can, I will swing at her.
Okay, go for it. That hits. 10 points of damage.
Correct. And then I will just make my offhanded strike as well. Actually, yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, go for it. That hits. 7 points of damage. Alright, ending there.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. With that,
Disadvantage.
hold on. At the end of her turn, after getting struck, she's going to turn into liquid. And she will reform back into herself there.
Please
wait.
do a wisdom saving throw.
1 moment. I need to...
I'm assuming that doesn't count as a losing line of sight.
Just the most polite. Please make a wisdom saving throw.
Sorry. She's water at that point. She swims for 50.
Never mind.
No, it does not count as losing the sight. But that brings us to you, Kapoor, and Amric, you're on deck.
We have disadvantage on attacks.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, actually, wait. Okay, yeah. Disadvantage on attacks.
Okay.
At the end of her next turn coming up, you all lose the frightened state. And then she has to
Fine.
re-frighten you.
She's not next to me. I can move without.
Oh, she's right next to you.
She's right next to me. Okay.
She's judging what you're wearing. She can smell
Oh,
the
mama.
barf. As water, she actually kind of merged with your barf a little bit, so she's like,
I feel like she should take damage for doing that.
she held her breath. She's not
For merging with my bar. Okay then. If she's right in front of me. Oh, Noira's too close. Guiding bolt then.
Alright, you already have disadvantage, so go for it. That hits.
29 to hit. 24 damage. I think the loot also. The plus attack rolls.
It'd just be the roll to hit, so you'd add 2 to that, but you already hit, so you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good to go.
31 to hit. Haha.
29 to hit, actually. Disadvantage, you take the lower number.
Oh, right. Still 29. Okay.
But yeah, she is now glowing. And you stand
Wonderful. No. Thorn's gonna. I want to back off from her, and then Mantle of Majesty once I get after I move.
Alright, she gets opportunity attack. That is a 24 to hit.
Hits.
Oops. Ouch. 19 points of slashing damage. One away from max damage.
All right, and everyone within my everyone on the top deck gets Mantle of Majesty.
Alright,
I
8
think
temporary
1,
hit
2.
points. Is it 6 people
Yeah.
or 8 people?
6 people.
Alright,
So everyone except the person at the very front of the ship.
gotcha. And 60 feet, right?
Yes,
So
within 60 feet of me.
8 temporary hit points, and we'll start at the top of the round. You do not incur any opportunity attacks when you move, and you get 30. You get your set movement right now. So top of the round, Polly, do you want to move anywhere? You have your max amount of movement right now.
Can't get any closer, right?
No, if you're frightened, you can.
Then no, I don't want to move.
Okay. Bringing us to.
Nope. Nope. I don't want to move farther away.
All right, Rachel.
Am I even able to? I would have sworn I was out of range.
It's 60 feet.
Oh, well then, all right then.
Right, Matt? Right, Kaborn? Check your mantle of majesty.
I'm sorry?
Your mantle of majesty, it's 60 or 30 feet.
It's your movement.
No, radius.
Oh,
Far
60.
away can
60.
you reach?
60.
Yeah, so you're good.
That's not hard. That's
All right,
great.
then I'll go running for it.
All right. How much movement do you have? 45 or 50?
That's all I got.
Roger that. Bringing us down to Emmerich.
I can't move any closer. But question, is this a mast right here that I could potentially hide behind?
No.
Is there anything close enough to me that I could hide behind that would
That spot right there has a railing.
Was that block vision?
Not vision, no. It's not so much like, oh, I close my eyes and I'm no longer scared of her.
Yeah.
It's
block
more
line
of
or
like
something, yeah.
you subconsciously think she's gone.
Well, I can't do anything then unless I want to jump off the ship. So
Sometimes you might want to do that. All right, so you're staying there. Nori.
yeah.
Nori's pissed. I need this woman to make a dexterity saving throw. For
Well,
me,
this is
please.
just your mantle of majesty movement.
Oh, then no, I'm not moving because I want to lightning bolt her in the face.
All right. Well, that finishes everyone except for this person. They're just going to move toward the front of the ship. Actually, they're just going to run down. I'm going to say fuck it and just run down, yelling and screaming. Fuck the master. You can have it. All right. So ending all of Kaporan's stuff brings us to Emmerich for your actual turn.
I cry and end my turn.
Gotcha. Make a performance check. Nora, you're up.
Dex saving throw.
Dex save. She is decently dexterous. That makes it an 18.
She passes, but she'll take half of 31, and then I'll go at her with primal savagery.
Okay, so that's 16.
That is a 22 to hit. And 14 damage.
All right, still standing.
That is all I can do with my turn.
All right, Nori holds it up there, bringing us to Zephyri. Actually, the end of Nori's turn. Since her thing's going to drop, she's going ahead and try and frighten the people who haven't been frightened. So, Nori and Racha, give me wisdom saving throws. You're good,
DC
Nori.
22.
Racha, you are frightened. Okay, bringing us to her turn. She is going If she moves there.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
Yeah.
It is a 24 with my only weapon that I have.
Yep, that hits.
Only 7 damage.
Alright, I need Bryn, Richa, Kaporin, and Nori all to make Constitution saving throws.
Damn, I'm rolling well.
So Richa, Kaporin. Okay, yeah, Richa and Kaporin, you guys both fail, so you take full damage. The others take half. So that is
What?
11 points of thunder damage to those that failed, 6 points to those that succeeded, and those that failed get pushed back directly away from her 10 feet.
I would like to have that further by casting Absorb Elements.
Okay. You used your
So-
reaction already.
I didn't move.
You can absorb elements and not use a reaction?
No, I did use
You
my
attacked
reaction.
her.
Opportunity attack, yeah.
Thank you.
So you are now with Polly and the snakes. Kaporin. Oh no,
That should be
Polly,
like a
I
ban-
didn't mean to be here. Oh no, it's so slippery.
Get off of me.
How much damage was it again?
If you failed, it's 11. If you succeeded, it's 6. So I believe it was Richa and Kaporin that failed, so Richa, you get kicked back 10 feet as well. As a thunder wave comes out from her.
Great, now I'm tangled up with snakes and Polly.
Oh no. So with that, she's going to. Can't use that. So she's going. What's the distance on that one? 30 feet. Brynhilde. It's a ranged attack against you. That's a natural 20. She been rolling real good, guys. Her hags suck,
Lovely.
but she be doing good. It's only 8 points of lightning damage. That beam of energy is bouncing between you and her as you take that damage. Alright, that's gonna
That's not suspicious.
end her turn, bringing us to the snaky snakes. They need to make a wisdom save. That is a 15. Alright, let's go ahead and roll that damage.
$17.
They are still up. They're going to make.
What?
Yep. They're going to make an attack at the new guy who joined this fray. Kaporin, that is a 21 to hit.
It.
Alright, that is. I need you to make a con saving throw. You have disadvantage on this because of your seasickness.
If you barf on me,
If he does, join the club.
So it's 6 points of piercing.
11.
And points. You are poisoned. So 6 points of piercing and 14 points of poison. And you have the poisoned effect. And the Snaky Snake's turn, bringing us to the top of the round. Before you go, Polly. The ship beneath you lurches and sputters, making interesting noises and revs and vibrations throughout the entirety of the ship. Amric, since you didn't get to do anything last round, go ahead and roll a d12 for me. Nori, odds or evens? Never mind.
Oops.
Okay. The ship seems to go quiet and steady for a moment. And it feels like everything's okay. Alright. Polly, you're up.
Okay.
Since
Warren's not looking that great.
If Kaporin's since Kaporin's in your space, either you push him out or you get pushed out.
Let's take a little step right over here.
Alright.
And I will smack him on the ass with the Cure Wounds at level 3.
BT dubs, everyone who was frightened, besides those that just got frightened on this last turn, are no longer frightened.
Okay. So that's 16 health.
16 health to Kaporin, alright.
And then I will ask her to do a dex saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. That is a... Okay, she still did it. Plus 17 altogether, plus 2.
But yeah, she makes it. And that's about my turn.
Okay. Ending Polly's turn. Bryn, you're Upperchaw on deck.
So we're gonna go up to the lovely, lovely fairy thing.
She turns to you and gives you a smile.
And we're going to attack her.
And you'll do
with
it.
a smile.
Do
Yeah.
it with a smile.
And it's normal right now.
Yep. That hits. 23 points of damage.
That's a natural one. That's not good.
No. I need you to roll
Can't
a
negate that
D4.
with War God's Blessing, can I?
No, it's more of a on her side of things. Oh. That was the worst option.
Lovely.
You stab your girlfriend.
No, she's too far away for that. But with the water and the slipperiness that happens, the sword splash.
Nori just does a long sigh. She's just like, give me a minute and I will go get it.
Lovely. That's awesome.
I mean, you rolled it. I was like, she's gonna drop it. Now, which direction? North, south? Sorry, it was north, east, south, or west, and you rolled south.
I'm gonna, for my bonus action, I'm gonna cast There Can Only Be One and enthrall her.
Okay. Ooh, you might not like that, but okay.
And everybody else's looks really, really hurt, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Nori looks fine. I have not been touched.
Chaz surprisingly fine as well.
The only damage
Well,
he did to himself.
she's like looking behind this sea person and like she knows Amric's gone down. The other two aren't looking great, so she's like, well,
I'm doing fine.
Alright, ending your turn there, Bryn.
e-
Yeah,
yes.
the only damage Racha took, he has been healed and then took a Mantle of Inspiration, which then soaked the Thunder Wave he took as well. So,
Alright. Racha, you're up.
can I bonus action swap to my short bow, but if I drop my sword?
If you drop your sword, yeah.
I will do so and fire a shot from it
Okay.
at her.
Yeah. You're frightened, so you have disadvantage. Still hits though. 18 points of damage. She's looking pretty hurt.
Technically only 7.
Uh, even with Bryn being there?
And part of the thing
Oh, yeah,
says
if
I
you had
need to not have disadvantage.
Yeah, okay, so 7 points of damage. Got it. She's still looking pretty hurt. And ending your turn there?
Yeah, I can't get closer to her, so
Okay. I couldn't see
stand in my
if
ground.
you got the black screen on, so I couldn't see if you were thinking or not. I'm like, did he hear me say it? No. Oh.
Yeah, I can't. My camera
I know.
sucks.
It's all good, buddy. Alright, so Rachel ends it there for Poor, and you're up, Amric on deck. Oh, sorry, at the end of Rachel's turn, she's going to use some legendary actions.
She's able to do that?
Legendary actions? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why she's been going on not her turn, which isn't nice.
She doesn't seem so legendary.
Alright, Nori, Bryn, Polly, Kaporin all make wisdom saving throws. Success, fail, success. Fail. Wait, why are you rolling?
Is it just a straight? It's just a straight. I don't know why it rolled twice.
I think you still have disadvantage on from your con save. Okay,
Yeah,
so
you
success.
being poisoned.
Oh, you're poisoned. So yeah, you fail.
Oh, that explains it.
Alright, so Polly and Kapoor, you guys are afraid. Alright, but Kapoor, you're up.
One more time with magic missile.
Okay. One second, she's got something else.
Oh. Is she
Okay,
block
no,
magic missile?
Go ahead. She just takes half damage on all magical effects. Which is why she's still standing compared to everything you guys have done to her. That's a lot of twos.
$13?
7 points. She takes half damage from spells.
Yeah, I just was counting up the total.
Yep. Alright. She's still looking pretty rough now, guys.
And vicious.
She succeeds.
Oh, boo.
She's getting low enough where she's going to start burning some legendary resistances. Okay. You stay in there. You are still snaked. There's really only like 2
I can't
snakes left that are kind of like wiggling up your leg.
Can I move away from the snakes?
Yeah.
They get an opportunity attack?
If you move more than 5 feet away from them, yeah.
I'm gonna jump behind Polly.
They snap out with a 24 to hit.
Yeah, 24 to hit.
Oh, don't worry. That's only 2 points of piercing and make a con save.
He didn't move out of their range.
Oh, I thought you said he jumped behind Polly. That's why. Never mind. You're good.
Kind of.
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Fine, Polly. Okay, never mind.
All right,
Yay.
Alec, you're up. Nori on deck.
Okay. I'm gonna start running down 5.
You can do it, Alec. You can do it. I believe in you.
Uh, 30 feet gets me there.
Roger.
I high five the skeleton as I run past. And then I hold my action to attack the snakes if they get close to me.
Okay. Nori, you're up. Actually, sorry. At the end of Amric's turn. She's going
Well,
to.
I'm about to pay for that comment, aren't I?
She's going to turn back into water. And she moves off the side of the boat.
My turn next, right?
Now it's your turn, yeah.
Nori runs to the edge of the ship. Is she in the water?
Make a perception check.
$19.
She is not in the water.
Where is she?
You can't see from here.
So, like, I can't see anything down there?
You don't see her visage. You don't see anything extra on the water or on the side of the ship. You do see open portholes beneath you, though.
So,
It's like she went down a level.
Nori yells out, she went down, and then is going to run down the stairs.
Okay. So moving to the edge of the ship, 15 feet. So you get to the base of the stairs at the end of your movement.
We're going to do dash.
Okay.
What do I see once I'm down there?
You see a bunch of the different portions of the crew and Kazariak are frantically running between all the different rooms, shoring up problem after problem. A small fire has erupted in the very back of the ship. The ballast and the engine are on the next level down, but it seems that something's overheating downstairs, and it has created a fire upstairs, and people are trying to pull things to put it out. People are
You think...
but you don't see the Fury anywhere.
Okay, this isn't for this turn, this is for my hopeful next turn. Could create and destroy water help?
If she's in water form, yes.
I wasn't even thinking about the hag, but yes, that'll do too. I was meaning more of like putting out fire and such, but I like this better.
If you were to hold it till you see her in water form and you use a reaction, you could probably pop her that way. But for the fire, yeah, it would help.
Yeah, because she's low, we can take her, but I don't want our ship catching on fire and us getting sent to a random plane.
Yeah, it's not good. Alright, and your turn, Nori? Okay. So, since she's not visible currently right now, those of you that were frightened of her are no longer frightened. And unfortunately, no one has eyes on where she might be or what she's doing. So, at the end of her turn, snakes are up. They only have 2 hit points left, so they're dead. And then, let's go ahead and have our navigator roll a d12. Bryn, odds or
Oh,
evens?
love.
Odds.
You're the navigator, Lauren.
That's even.
You guys feel the vibration start to shake violently the ship around you, as it feels like 1,000 Motorola phones from the 90s have all been put on vibrate and placed on different parts of the ship, and they all went off at once.
Why is that your comparison?
Because it's such a good comparison. Anyone who had those brick phones back then knew those things vibrated as if they had a mind of their own. They would literally dance across tables if you left them on a table.
Those are fine.
Hell, you could be in class and someone in the next room over is getting a phone call. If they have their leg up against the chair, you can hear it. But vibration rocks the entirety of the ship and then just immediately stops. And you all get that free-floating feeling for a moment as the ship had lifted about good 10 feet out of the water before it slams back into the water, sending everyone just kind of trying to catch their footing and everything. And as you all, those of you that are up on top deck, color has changed. The sky no longer dark black. No longer are you running on blue and dark blue waters. You now run across fiery sand. And the sky above you is an ungodly red and orange.
Oh, lovely.
Welcome to the fireplane. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Fuck.
One good thing about the fireplane, immediately kills the Fury.
We're in a wooden boat.
Yay.
It's a magical boat.
We're people in a boat that's on fire in the fire plane. Am I our only source of water?
No.
I was going to say, I think Polly has water.
Ooh, you do?
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
Anyone who
We're
has
in
it
the middle of a
now.
long rest. I'm like,
I need to sleep
I
for
think a
4
lot
more
of us
hours.
need it. Yeah.
Man, Emmerich is always getting his ass kicked.
Well, to be fair, you fell victim to 2 very bad circumstances back to back. You did great with the javelins, but your mind didn't. All right, guys.
I was just what.
Any questions?
No, but I want my sword back.
Yeah.
Do we have other weapons in the bags? I feel like we do. Because I don't think we're getting your sword back.
Bryn still has the Sun Forger on her, so.
It's
the
about the same.
because we spent so much time with it, did that scimitar, was it magical at all, or was it just a regular scimitar?
Seeing the water degradation on the clothes and even the vials had a bit of grime and such on it, the scimitar looked pretty much brand new.
Me, like, just messing around with it or having it on me, would I have been able to tell what it was or no? Because I had it probably for like, what, a week or 2?
Yeah, it had a slight magical. It's a +1 scimitar. And I believe you guys left Shatter Spike back at the keep, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been told. I've been told it's in my bag, and I've also been told it's in the vault. So
I think it's in the vault.
Yeah.
That's what we have listed.
Yeah, because I think Amaric was the one that was going to get it, and then he put it in the vault.
I think we have both the Hue Battle Axe and Shatterspike there.
Gotcha. All right, guys. So, interesting turn of events. Should be fun.
We don't have a wizard on the boat, do we?
You never asked what Kazariak was? Or Ganymede?
Oh. Well, Kazariak has at least some form of warlock, so I'll give him that.
Well, you'll have to find out next session. Alright, no other questions, but if you end up coming up with them, feel free to message me and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I can. If I don't hear from you all, you guys have a great rest of the week, and we'll be back on Thursday.
Night, guys.
Night, everybody.
Night,
Night.
y'all.
Thank you all for staying with us. Have a great night. And stay safe. Actually, he flips the conversation. He goes, I've noticed a little thing between you and Brett.
What?
Nothing.
No matter what happens, I want you all to stay together, and I want you to do what you need to do to get out of here. Don't worry about me. Help as you can if you can. But mostly worry about yourselves, okay?
I'm not leaving you alone. You can do this.
If anything happens, I want to know that you will be okay.
I'll be safe.